Yo, guys, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Flesh and Blood stream. Tonight, we're going to be playing Oscilio. So for anybody who does not know, I have been playing a lot of Syndra over the last few weeks, testing for Nationals. I've also been playing quite a bit of Oscilio. I've been playing Oscilio kind of behind the scenes because I really just like enjoy Oscilio. I think he's a really fun hero. Like, his hero ability is really cool. Like, the whole like rummage thing is really fun. Rummage is a keyword for Magic if you don't know. But I really enjoy Oscilio. Like, I think that he is a deck that can provide a lot of really cool and interesting lines, and so I am considering playing him at Nationals. I don't know, like we'll see what the rest of the set has to offer, how many people are playing Arcane Barrier come time for Nationals, but I really am actually considering playing Oscilio at Nationals. He is on the list of something I'm considering. I have a little bit of a different list than what most people are playing. I have been working with Yudo on this list, like kind of behind the scenes a little bit. But it is a deck that I've like been working on here and there when I have time, because I really like the deck. I think it has potential to be very strong. And so I don't know, we're going to see what the deck looks like tonight. I have a pretty decent win percentage with it so far. It's felt pretty good. One of the matchups that we struggle into is Syndra, but I think that that's just going to be one of those matchups we struggle into. So anyway, without further ado, Quest, Prince, Jason, Donald, Dave, Cheats, yo, what up, Mason, and Trent, how is everybody, dude? Is there something about Oscilio that you don't like? Yeah, it blocks like dog shit. That's honestly my biggest complaint about Oscilio, is that it blocked so poorly. Like, I wish it blocked better, but to be fair, like, if you had a deck that blocked better and was able to, like, just cycle through their deck once every turn cycle, like, it would be insane. So, or I guess twice every turn cycle, technically, once on your turn, once on your opponent's turn. Sim Frostbite's in the chat. AC is out and it's 90 degrees in here. Yo, Donald, I'm sorry, man. That sucks, dude. Jason, what's up, buddy? Work was okay. I'm glad the workday's over so I can hang out with you guys, though. That's for sure. Coolest hero in the game. I do like Oscilio a lot. He's really cool. Oscilio crumples to disruption too often. Yeah, somebody described Oscilio as a glass cannon the other day, and I think that's very accurate. Trent, what up, dude? Hey, Martin, what's up, brother? Can't miss the Wizard stream. I love it, dude. I love it. Let's take a look at the deck. Yes, I did name the deck Auroreo. I am on a little bit of cope here with this deck list, so everybody stick with me for a minute. We have a 51 card main deck that I'm currently playing. Looking at the main deck, I'm on 12 blues. I'm on 9 arcane spells. We're on Etchings, Mind Warp, and we're on Comet Storm and Shock. Everything else is designed to be a 0 for 4 or a card that fuels the Oscilio game plan, is the idea of what we're going for with tonight's deck. I know a lot of people who play Oscilio are on 6 Blast to Oblivion. I am only on the reds. I am only on the red Blast to Oblivion. I'm on Entwine Lightning and Lightning Surge. We're on some more 0 for 4s trying to make like the idea of the fact that like we're just trying to apply pressure by also throwing 0 for 4s. So like we're playing this like weird like we're playing like Aurora and we're playing Oscilio at the same time. The idea behind the deck, I know some other people have tried decks similar to this in the past. I'm not sure how good it's going to actually be, but if the deck ends up being good, then I might play it at Nationals. So anyway, that's the idea behind it. I wanted the E-Strike to be second strike, but we ended up having second strike in the sideboard is where we're at with things right now. Yo, Dot, what up, dude? Bro really thinks he's Taylor Crawford by playing the Lightning. Dude, I'm telling you, man, we're trying it. We're trying it, man. We're trying it. I am on Calming Breeze in the sideboard to try and help with the Syndra matchup to see how that goes tonight. We're on Command and Conquer because it's a popper and it's good disruption with 12 blues in the deck. Eclectic Magnetism was originally Blanche, but I think this card is really powerful into like specific matchups where we're trying to grind. Plus, I like the idea of a 1 for 5. Fries are for consistency. Second Strike has been a like back and forth between do I want to play Second Strike or do I want to play Scar for a Scar? So I put Second Strike in the deck tonight because it's a lightning card. We're going to try it and see how it feels. We like it into a lot of the aggro matchups where we're racing and we're trying to get more aggressive here. The more 0 for 4s that we play, the better chance we have of racing other aggressive decks. So we'll kind of see how that feels tonight. I had originally considered playing Shelter the Storm or Shelter from the Storm, but I think I like Sink Below better because it allows us to filter, and the more we can filter, the better off we're going to be. And we are also playing 3 copies of Scour. This is really good into Vincent, and it's very good into Fang. That's probably the only matchups we play it in. And then this is kind of like my Kano package here. I have AB1, I have Spell Void 3, and then I have Cap of Quick Thinking, which is a kind of a cool card to try. Purple Abby is actually the person who pushed me towards this card. She was playing it when she was playing Aurora, but I'm not a fan of playing this card in Aurora. Well, I wasn't a fan of playing this card in Aurora, so we're going to try it in Oscilio and see how it feels. I have some maybe cards down here. One of the biggest ones I'm not playing is Sigil of Solace. Sigil of Solace is a big one. Scar for Scar we talked about. Lightning Press is another big one people are playing that I'm not on right now. I'm not on Blanche because we're on other cards in that slot. And then Burn Bear is a card that I thought might be really cool to like try and play. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So that's the deck. That's the idea behind what we're going with. And we're going to hope that we can pull some miracles together here, because that is the idea with what we're playing with tonight. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Rose, what's up? I like the addition of Surge. Martin, I've really enjoyed playing Surge. It's felt really good. It has felt really good. I want to mess around with Cap of Quick Thinking for Syndra 2, as that is a terrible matchup. It could be really good. It could also be really good in that matchup. I don't hate that. I don't hate that in that matchup, to be honest. I don't know. I don't hate that. So against Ira, I think we're going to be on Command and Conquer. We're going to be on Sink Below, and it's Calming Breeze or Second Strike, and I think it's just Second Strike here is the idea. Like, I think we're just going to be on Second Strike, just trying to make some consistency happen. And since we're going first, we're just going to try and get a little bit of a powerful hand going here and set up. AB3. Okay. Yeah, good luck and have fun, opponent. Let's go ahead and find that there. Yo, what up, Drip? How are you, brother? You want fries with that? Listen to my man out here. I think we can cycle one of the discharges. Okay. So we get to play channel. We get to amp. And we get to play Etchings of Arcana. And this comes in for 4. So we get to leak 1 point of damage here on turn 0. We are like letting them filter a little bit, but I think ultimately this is okay. The blink puts that on the bottom. We will arsenal the discharge here just in case they have something that's kind of awkward for us. Wow. So this hand's really, really powerful. I mean, we don't really have go again. Man, this is like a great hand if this hand comes just a little bit later. It's a really, really powerful hand. I guess we'll just go ahead and block. Yo, Caleb, what up, dude? I would have arsenaled the blink personally. It's very possible that the blink is a better arsenal target. It would have seemed a lot better here in this situation specifically. Ooh, so they're going to give their next attack, and then they're going to hit me with a weakest link. So we're going to cry, basically. I mean, this is actually fine, right? Because we can say no blocks. We can play both of the sigils. And then we get to go discharge, or we get to go Gone in a Flash, discharge, and have a pretty decent turn here. And if they let us hit with the channel, we have a pretty cool play. So I think we're just going to let this happen. I think that's fine. But arsenaling the blink would have made this turn a lot better. Dave is correct. We're going to play both of our sigils here in response. And then we have cards that block all the way around. So also we get a chance to draw another card off the sigil of Brilliance, which is pretty good. So let's see. I can go Gone in a Flash, discharge, Gone in a Flash. We could also like try to cycle this if we wanted to. I like the idea of being able to play the arcane spell here, but we're not really able to do anything with it. Because what we could do is we could go Gone in a Flash, discharge to bounce it back to our hand. And then we would kind of waste the discharge here, but we would be able to keep the channel and we would be able to play the Comet Storm and Shock. Maybe we're better off just playing the Comet Storm and Shock anyway. Like maybe we're just supposed to play the Comet Storm and Shock. And then that way we can come across for a bunch of damage. I don't know. This is an interesting play. Pitching Gone in a Flash is like a really weird turn cycle here. I just don't really feel like we have a better hand. You may return target aura permanent. I mean, with the embodiment up, this is pretty good, right? This is pretty good with the embodiment, I think. So we're just going to pass. I mean, we could pitch this to activate Volzar, but I think we want to keep this, right? Like, I think we're okay to keep this. Drawing the blue would have been insane. Yeah, drawing the blue would have been insane. I mean, I guess we'll take this. We're just going to try and have a big turn here. With the channel out, we get all the value, I think. Part of me wondered if you didn't dodge the weakest link, then you could have went Gone in a Flash for 7, Shock for 4. I mean, yeah, if they hadn't had the weakest link, we could have made that play, right? But since they did have it, we were kind of in a weird spot and couldn't make that play, I think. We do get to deny them Mask just by blocking like this. Now, they might have another opportunity to hit us with Mask here, but dual threat into Kodachi for 5. I mean, they're just out racing us at this point. Man, like, for 4? I mean, we've come this far, right? Did you only play Comet Storm? Yes, I did only play the Comet Storm last turn. Was probably a better line there, but I'm going to be honest, I couldn't find it. Oh, you're saying even if they hit us with the weakest link, we're just going to discard, like we just discard like the blue sigil or something? Okay. I think we're just going to go to 13 here. Like, I know that that's going to put us down 21 points, but we're just going to try and have a pop-off turn with Blast. Man, I mean, I guess technically we could discard a Blast to Oblivion and pick up the channel. And we'll just give him Mask. I think it's fine. I thought this was the original double strike, so I didn't think there was another turn. I didn't think there was another attack coming in, but I mean, I guess maybe we're supposed to block with Flash just to slow that down. I don't think so, though. I think we're looking for a better turn, right? Because now this next turn, we'll have Sigil of Conductivity in play. Entwine, Sigil, Blast, Discharge, Blast, Sigil. So if we go Entwine Lightning, we're kind of wasting the embodiment though, right? Like we're wasting the embodiment if we make that play. It's got to be Sigil into Blast, right? Like, it's got to be Sigil into Blast here, it feels like. Yo, what up, Ben? So, we'll tell our opponent that we're thinking here. If I go Sigil and then go Blast, I get to bounce this back to play with the Discharge. And then it's going to be Blast for 7. Yeah, I think that's the play, right? Like, I think we have to make this play. And then if we draw an Arcane spell, I think this is better. Yeah, if we can save Entwine for later, right? Is this during... Yeah, the Chain Link. So we're going to play this here. We're going to bounce this back to our hand. Drawing Sigil of Conductivity is... Or I'm sorry, we didn't draw that. We bounced that back to our hand. We're getting ready to draw. And it is a Mind Warp, which is pretty good. So it's going to be Blast. Actually, we're going to Arsenal the Blast, right? We've played 3 cards currently. If I go Blast, go again, it's 4, and then it's Entwine, Fuse, or I could go Entwine, Fuse, and then save the Blast for Arsenal. I think is better. I think we want to save the Blast, right? Oh, we can pick up the CLV? That's actually really powerful. Sorry, opponent. I kind of like that a lot. I mean, maybe they say no. Like, I don't know. So here, yeah, picking up the channel is really cool. I like that play a lot. Because now that we have the channel, we get to come in for 4. Wow, that's insane. I guess in my head, I'm not thinking of picking up, like, channel. I'm thinking of picking up something else is, like, in my head what I'm thinking of. We're going to amp 5, and then we're going to... Oh, I have to break the combat chain. And then I'm going to throw Mind Warp at them for 7. If they pitch a blue, they'll have 2 cards left. But I think the smart thing is just to take 7 and then just to have it set up this way. So we're going to Arsenal the channel. This hand is really good, right? Because we get to... We get to block with the Flash of Brilliance to bounce this back to our hand. And we're going to discard the Comet Storm and Shock, right? Because it says a lightning card. Yeah. So we're going to block here. When this hits, we're going to discard the... I think we want to discard the Comet, Storm, and Shock. Because it lets us draw into another card. We get to play the Sigil this way. So that way they don't get any value. Now, I guess the question is, are we supposed to cycle away the Sigil of Conductivity here and look for, like, something else? Like, we could look for, like, a better card here. I think we're supposed to, right? Like, I'm probably supposed to do that before block. No. Because now our turn is going to be Lightning Surge, Sigil of Lightning, Amp come in for 4, which is not enough. Coming in for 5 is also not enough. I think we're supposed to cycle the Sigil of Conductivity here. Try to find something better. I mean, Entwine Lightning is good, right? Because it allows us to, like, do our thing here. And we're probably going to get an extra card this turn, which is pretty solid. And if we get, like, an extra card into the right thing, we're in a really good spot, I feel like. Because they have to pitch a card if they don't want to get got by the Mind Warp, right? So we lead on Lightning Surge for 4 going in. Yo, what up, Josh? I feel like Entwine's actually pretty good there. Yo, you guys are so much better at this deck than I am. I'm trying to figure out an Aurora list right now. I did put together an Aurora Project Blue deck. I did. I haven't really had too much of a chance to play it yet, to be honest. But it does look pretty cool. Come on. Take some damage. I mean, it'd be smart for them to block with a card and mask momentum here, I think, but... It's your daily dose of Oscilios? I love that. This hero is too complex for a Guardian brain like yourself. I think this hero is just too complex, like... Definitely for somebody like me, but this hero is very complex. This hero is very complex. So they're blocking out very effectively here. I mean, getting Mask is pretty big, but we are at 7. So we play the Sigil of Lightning, we activate this, and then we're gonna... Oh, we have to break the combat chain. God, I hate that Talashar's doing this to me. We're gonna throw this at them for 4. Which means they have to pitch something to avoid going down to 1 card. So we're going to put them to 1 card no matter what. And even if they pitch a blue, they're going to take 1, let us draw a card off channel. And then we're just going to Arsenal the Command and Conquer, I guess. So... I'm trying to think about my line here. So it's Gone in a Flash, Sigil of Conductivity to bounce it back, Current Funnel, Gone in a Flash, which is 4, 8, 10, and then pitch the last card for Command and Conquer. Yeah, this is insane. I feel like this is really good. They're not going to mask, and they'd have to have... This is for 1. This puts us to 6. The next one puts us to 4. So they would have to have a 0 for 4 in Arsenal to be able to even threaten lethal. And if they do, we can give up a Tunic here, I think. Yeah, we could give the CNC go again, or we can give the Gone in a Flash go again and end on the CNC. It doesn't really matter, right? Yeah, we're just gonna go to 3. This is fine with us. So, Sigil of Lightning pops. We don't have an arcane spell, so there's no reason to use our arm piece here. So we get to go Gone in a Flash. We're going to Sigil of Conductivity to bounce it back to hand. So it's... We could use Lightning Greaves, but we don't get to... Like, we're better off to, like, save it, right? Is the idea, I think, here. So they take 1. This bounces this back to hand. Sigil of Conductivity goes into play. Current Funnel is for 2, go again. I'm debating if we need to throw Command and Conquer to, like, force them to give us cards here, right? So we can definitely throw the Gone in a Flash. But Command and Conquer with Go Again's pretty cool. I'm debating if we should throw the Gone in a Flash or just Arsenal it. And I think how my opponent blocks is going to tell me a lot about how they want to play this. So the fact that they just blocked 6 tells me we're going to keep this. Wait, what? I mean, I think there's a good reason Caleb went to this hero. Like, I think that Oscilio's solid. I think we're just going to Arsenal the Gone in a Flash. It's our most powerful card. And we are, like, immediately rewarded for this. So we have to block with something, right? Like, we have to. Unfortunately, there's no way around it. So what if I was to block with Tunic? No, if we're going to block with something, we should block with, like, the second strike, right? I'm trying to think of the best way to sequence this. Yeah, so we're going to take 1, go to 2. Then we're going to block with the second strike. We're gonna keep the Tunic. I don't know why they broke the combat chain. I mean, it doesn't matter, right? Like, this is 2 no matter what, because it says your second attack this turn. We're also getting to block more damage this way, and then we're getting to use the Tunic effectively, because we're either going to give up Tunic on the first attack and go to 1, or we're going to give up the second strike on the second attack. All right, so we're going to lead on Gone in a Flash. I like this a lot. I like the idea that we can block with a card, and then we can use the Tunic resource, and then we can block with it next turn, right? That's kind of like the idea here. So our opponent takes 1. We're going to use Tunic. We're going to pop Lightning Greaves, and then we're going to blink this back to our hand. This actually gives us 2 action points, which is super powerful. We're going to say no, or we're going to say no reactions. Discharge in the damage step, bounce us back to our hand. We maintain our second action point. Gone in a Flash for 7. Block Tunic, Gone in a Flash, blink, flittering, discharge, second strike for 6 to 7. So minimum 14, maximum. So the way that you said max 15, so your hand would have been 15 points, right? And our turn was 4, 8, 15, 19, the way we played it. So I think that using the Greaves was just a little bit better there, right, Dave? No, I'm not on Null Shock. I'm not on Nolan Shock. So the idea behind it, and I was talking about this a little bit earlier when the stream started, is that I'm trying to play like Auroreo. That's what I've been calling the deck. And I know that this has been done before by a couple of people. Trent pointed out Taylor Crawford has been a big proponent of playing stuff like this. But I think that... oh, Dave's on YouTube, so I think he is a little bit behind, to be honest, which is so funny. I'm so used to Dave being on Twitch. But yeah, no, it's... this is like, we're trying to play like the Aurora style deck with a bunch of 0-for-4s and then some solid arcane finishers at the end. So block 4. I mean, if we're amping and throwing an attack here, you're just like, you're never surviving. And then you have to give me this. And if you have a 2-block, you're dead, which I don't think there's a lot of in their deck, but now they're at 1, which means any arcane spell we can just get them with. So we get to... So 7 could possibly get stuffed by a defense reaction. So I think we're supposed to go again. We're going to go again into 3. I know that this is not looking very good here. This is a great turn where Mark of Lightning would be insane. I was originally playing Mark of Lightning in my deck. And then we're going to Arsenal the Sigil of Brilliance. I don't think we needed to Oscilio there, right? Like, we had a perfectly fine hand the way that it was. We didn't need to Oscilio. We are going to Oscilio here. There's no reason to keep this. We're actually not going to play the Sigil of Brilliance here, right? They're probably setting up like a D-React. And we're going to go Flittering Charge. Double E-Strike is funny, I agree. But I don't think I have to, right? We get to go Flittering, Somersault, Flittering, Give It Go Again, E-Strike for 7. So, like, we have a really, really good hand here. The best part about this is that, like, they get to 1-card block this, but we're still going to kill them, I think. Unless they have another defense reaction in their arsenal, this is still just, like, 1-card death. Like, this is still just death here. We're just going to come in for 7. So the Flick Flack was good, but maybe not good enough. There needs to be another defense reaction in their arsenal. This hero is awesome, I agree. Blue cut through is wild. Okay, and we just ended up closing it out there. All right, well, that worked out pretty well. Were we ever going to draw another arcane spell? Okay, Jesus, thank you. So the Brilliance, so we have Brilliance, Etching, Somersault, Surge, and then Brilliance goes. We draw into a Blast. So my hand is play the Somersault, amp to 4, and then play Etchings just to come over for the last point of damage. There's not really another reason to do anything else. Felt pretty good there. I'm just excited to see Oscilio not telling you what to do. Oh, lol. Ash, that's hilarious. I thought you were telling me to Oscilio. That's so funny. That's hilarious. I love that. All right, 1-0. Put it on the board, boys. 1-0. Man with good hair. Huh, interesting. What a name. All right, so into Man with Good Hair, I think we're going to be on Scours. We're going second, so CNCs and probably Sinks. And we're just going to look to have a bit of... We're just going to look to have a little bit of power coming from our main deck here. We do have some sideboard attacks. Like, we have 9 sideboard attacks, but I don't think we need them here. It's probably another ironic Taylor alternate account. Honestly, that would be hilarious if this was Taylor on an alt. I also want to keep track tonight of how many times Mark of Lightning would have just been better than the arm piece. So far, that is 1 time. So let's see. MOL 1. Not MOL, because I can't remember what it's called to save my life. The profile pic is just Taylor in a wig. Bro, that would be such a baller move from Taylor, dude. I think we can just block Etchings, right? Now, we're supposed to keep Etchings, I think. I think we're going to block E-Strike. We'll see how they play this. Oh, no. Gross. So we're going to Somersault the E-Strike back to our hand. We're not going to activate Oscilio because we're going to play the Sigil of Lightning. Ether Binding of the Third Age, thank you. Third Age is so good. I feel like Third Age is better in other variations of Oscilio. I don't feel like it's as good in this version of the deck that I've put together. Like, I definitely hear you. I'm not saying the card is bad. It just feels better. Do we want to play the Scour? Like, we can get a Vigor token and a Fealty here. I feel like that would be really good. Yeah, so I'm worried about like what Dave's saying, that we're a little low on spells and only on 3 blasts, which I do think is a big problem. I don't even think I want to play the Scour this turn. I think I just want to go... I mean, I agree. Scour feels very good, but I think I'd rather save it, right? So we can go E-Strike, draw card, putting the Scour on the bottom, I think. Because we have the embodiment, we're in such a good place to draw a card. Ooh, that's kind of awkward. I think we can cycle one of these away. I mean, okay. So now we get to play this. Amp 1, and we get to play Etchings for 4. If you want to give me a card to stop me from getting Sigil of Lightning back, I'm okay with that. Like, I actually think that is perfectly okay with me. And plus, Blast looks really good here. Oh, can you really Blast to Oblivion? You may return... Oh, you can Blast to Oblivion their fealty. That's kind of cool. Okay, so he does not want me to get Sigil of Lightning back. A little surprised by that, but... So, do we... So I'm kind of thinking we're going to block with the Headpiece, Command and Conquer, and we're going to discard the Discharge here. Yeah, I agree. Mark of Lightning is really good with Second Strike. I really agree with that. Oh, wow. Blast feels really good. I want to deny them the 3rd fealty if I can, and by blocking like this, I get to discard this, bounce this back to my hand, and have a pretty cool play. Okay, so it's going to be Sigil. We're going to play Blast for 4 go again. They're probably going to block with Equipment. That is like the correct thing to do here. We are going to play Channel Lightning Valley. Man, I'm debating if I want to bounce this or the other thing back, right? So right now, we can bounce a fealty, actually, because this already has... We already have this in play, and we've currently amped 2, so bouncing a fealty feels really good here. You still want to bring it, but it's not the auto win people think it is. I mean, I'm not saying it's like insane, but I do think it's powerful, right? We're not going to be able to keep our channel around, but we are going to get to Mind Warp them. Ugh. Talashar's killing me with the whole break in the chain thing. This comes in for 5. Even if they AB this, they're still going to take 4. And then we're in a pretty good spot. I really like taking one of those fealty tokens away from them. I think that's very powerful. And we get to Arsenal another Blast. I mean, sure. Yeah. Seems fine to me. So, not much going on in the way of go again this hand. I think we're going to bounce the Somersault here, right? Like, we don't really have a reason to keep the Somersault, so we might as well just Oscilio it away. Another Lightning Surge is not ideal. So we can block Lightning Surge, Lightning Surge. I mean, I think this is an okay hand, right? Like, they have something to give this go again, it feels like. Oh, no, their hand was just actual dog water after they drew? Now, the real question is, are we playing... We're activating Oscilio here, right? Because, like, we have the Sigil in play, and we're looking for something that kind of, like, makes our hand work, and I don't think Sigil of Conductivity is it. Ew. That's really awkward. That's really weird. So if you'd let them have the fealty, you'd been able to go blast into Etchings. Hey, what's up, Dowsy? Drowsy. Sorry, I read that wrong. So if you let them have the fealty, you'd been able to go blast into blast. So there was a bad play that I made last turn. I don't really think there's a great option for us here, and I think I'd rather keep the arcane spell. So I think we're just going to throw this at him. I know that's like a pretty bad play, all things considered, but I think that this is just kind of where we're at. I think we need the etchings to be able to get something good going, if I'm just being honest. My opponent's just going to be willing to take this. Fall down to 28, I imagine. Or they might have a that all you got, which I don't think is that good against us, but still. So we were supposed to... What were we supposed to bounce if we kept the... Oh, you mean if we had the somersault? If we had bounced our sigil? Oh, because we would have had the embodiment for that turn cycle and everything. Oh, wow, that would have been insane. So I'm actually able to... This says if the last action card. So we need to find a way to get an embodiment in play is what we need to find. I think I'm going to say no blocks here and see what happens. I mean, but they probably let us draw off the CLV beforehand, right, Eugene? I always use blast and then embodiment wherever I can. I mean, yeah, like, so it would have been really good if we had made that play. What if we block etchings and lightning greaves here to play around like whatever they could do? And then on our turn, we get to go channel. We get to go channel. Actually, are we supposed to block with a Comet Storm and Shock? No, because we want to make sure we're getting through damage, right? Comet Storm and Shock. Make sure we're this. I'm going to refresh because it looks like... Okay, so we block 4 like this, which means they're just going to pass and arsenal their last card. They're completely okay with this exchange. Okay, so we get to go channel Lightning Valley. We're going to get to use Tunic here to play both sides. And then we're going to amp retroactively, I guess, is how that works, is how you word that. I don't know. I mean, we do get a chance to give ourselves an intellect penalty, and that sucks a little bit, but it just is what it is, right? Uh-oh. Did the stream die? Are you guys still there? It looks like the stream is still up. I don't know. Looks like nothing crashed. Can you guys still hear me? Huh. I was debating if we should shock ourselves for the embodiment. That's actually not a bad play. In my head, I was considering if we should do that. But then we don't have a way to, like, turn this on for free. I'm here. It just lagged a little bit. Okay, Twitch crashed? Huh. Is Twitch back up? It says we still have 13 viewers. Okay, so it did just lag a little bit, Trent said. Okay. So that makes me feel a little bit better about what's happening. So if I go Sigil of Lightning on my turn, okay, so there was like a little... Sorry about the little bit of a drop there. There are some storms going on where I live, so if I lose you guys, I apologize. So I can go Sigil on their turn, and then on my turn, it is Blast, play Sigil of Brilliance, bounce the Sigil of Conductivity, and then it is Blast. Oh, they just conceded? I'm sorry, opponent. I'm sorry. I'm, like, trying to work through everything. So we had a pretty good hand here, right? Oh, their hand was terrible. Wow, that's crazy. So anyway, it was going to be Sigil on our turn. We were going to play Blast from Arsenal with the embodiment token, play Sigil of Brilliance to bounce the Sigil of Conductivity back to our hand, make another embodiment. Play Blast to Oblivion, play the Sigil, bounce the channel, use the channel resources. We're going to amp, and then we're going to go after the fealty tokens. So, I don't know. What up, Cusco? I mean, I'm going to count that as a win. I think we were in the driver's seat that game, if I'm just being real with y'all. Like, I think we were in the driver's seat. I don't think they should be on that many defense reactions. I actually think that many D reacts is kind of wild. Oh, somebody's already joined that game. Yeah, there's no games going. We'll just start another one. But yeah, we're definitely calling that 2-0 because I think we were in a pretty good spot there. Yeah, so like they had Sync, Loyalty, and a Sigil. Like their hand was terrible. Not that I was blocking regardless, but their hand was really bad. Be real? Bro, I am real. We were up 11 points. They had a terrible hand. That's as real as it gets, Martin. We were in there like swimwear, bro. All right, so we're going first. We want Sync Belows. Come on, dude. Like, I'm playing Oscilio, for God's sakes. I'm not playing, like, Kano. All right, this is an interesting matchup. What, do you think we were going to lose, Martin? All right, here we go. So against Syndra. That was supportive, not accusatory? Oh, okay, fair enough. Fair enough, man. All right, so we talked about running this in this matchup. I don't think I need to. I don't want to try that yet. I think I'm more interested in running the Second Strikes, the Sync Belows, and the Calming Breeze, I think is where we're at. Why does your wrist look so Aurora? Diego gets it. I'm on cope. Leave me alone. I don't think there's other better cards we'd want to cut. I think the 51 cards in the main deck are like always supposed to be there. Thought I picked to go first. I guess they picked. Ooh, they're running Snaps over the leg piece? Tells me they're on Snatch probably, right? Tells me they're on Snatch probably. What is happening to my phone and Twitch? Ha 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 ha. Yes. Yes, my secret tech that I got from her February list is working out for me. You love to see it. You love to see it. Dude, Calming is looking awesome right here. Calming is looking really good. The Flick Knives on the other dagger, that feels like an incredibly bad play. I don't really understand what the rationale behind that play is. I mean, I think we're just going to block, and then we'll just put the Sigil into play to try to set up a better hand, I think. I got me a pipe full of cope I be smoking. Yo, I love that drip. I love that, bro. Yeah, we'll take this one. Nothing sends a message to Syndra like popping Calming on turn 0. Oh, it lets them know where we're at. Lets them know where we're at for sure. We're going to play the Sigil of Lightning. My opponent should have waited and flicked their first dagger. Like, I don't understand why they did that. So it's Sigil of Brilliance. Blast to Oblivion using the embodiment here. This is looking like a good start. Good start, good start. And then we're going to play Sigil of Conductivity. We're going to bounce the Sigil of Brilliance, which means we're going to get it and a card. We're going to go Entwine Lightning, fuse with the Sigil of Brilliance. I mean, we could try to Oscilio into a spell here to get, like, really aggressive, but I don't think so, right? This could be a very new player. That is also very, very possible. We play the Sigil, and then we're just going to Arsenal Blast, and we're going to plan on using Flash of Brilliance and just trying to, like, get him here, I think. I mean, yeah, this is looking very good, right? Because the blink works really well with our entire game plan here. Not having Tunic is not ideal, but I think it's okay, right? I think not having Tunic is actually okay here, right, Dave? Of a Cinder player respecting Syndra while playing a different hero. It is funny that you say that, Martin, because I feel that way about a lot of things. I'm like, okay, if I play a hero, then I know more than most what it takes to like beat the hero, I think is how I feel about it. So we'll discard the Somersault here. I think the blink is very pivotal to our plan. Yo. What about? It bothers me you don't press spacebar. I mean, how do you pass priority by just clicking the spacebar? I would like to wait in case there's something that I can like utilize, because I'm gonna block here, right? Oh, we have such a good hand, dude. We have such a good hand, it's crazy. Like, even I, the person who's not very good at Oscilio, like sees the value in this hand. We're gonna block here to try and deny them mask. Hopefully there's not like a throw dagger. I was like, please no breaking point. Please no breaking point. Please no breaking point. I mean, yeah, we're gonna go to 17. Like, we have etchings, we have the whole thing here. It's a very aggressive use of snaps, but to be fair, like, I definitely don't think that was correct. Okay, so we're gonna play both of the sigils here, right? Now, at the beginning of the turn, we're gonna crack the bindings here to draw. We're gonna have 2 bumps here. No, we're gonna use the blink to blast, right? Don't we need... We have to have blink for the combo, though. Like, to be able to put this together. Like, blink is perfectly fine here, right? Because we're going to go blast to Oblivion, blink to gain an action point, bounce this back to our hand. We're going to play the second strike after we deal some damage here. I think this is fine. Playing both of those was fine, right? You should keep one for blast. But we can't pick one up, though. We're going to pick one up off of the etchings and then play it. I don't understand how we pick one up. Yo, what up, Colin? Can your deck put up 240 points of value? Mine can. I don't know that Oscilio does that as much. So, can someone explain to me why keeping one of them was correct? Like, I mean, like, can you walk me through the line? Because I'm at that point with Oscilio where I need you to walk me through it. So I'm going to play Blink. We're going to bounce this back to our hand. This makes an embodiment. Oh, right, you're Aurora. Not a wizard, you can do that line. Yeah, I guess, and again, like, I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I just don't understand why keeping a Brilliance was good. Like, it worked better with our Ether bindings of Third Age is like how I see that working out. So this gives us an action point back. We now get to go E-Strike, put the Lightning Surge on the bottom, drawing a card. The second strike... The second strike is going to have go again because of how this works, because of us hitting. When can I convince you to try Slippy? I mean, I like Slippy. I'm not opposed to playing the hero. It's just not very high on my list of testing for Nationals. You can play the Sigil of Brilliance, play Blast, play Blink. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Okay, so we were just going to start our turn by playing it. Which meant we were going to play one of them, still crack the arm piece, and then do the whole thing. Okay, I'm following. I gotcha. I think playing E-Strike second is better, right? Because we want to be able to get the embodiment. And now we get to go E-Strike, put the Lightning Surge in the bottom, and we do get to make a very Aurora play here. As Kat just said. We can Arsenal the channel here, too, which is insane. So we get to go second strike for 4 go again. Second strike looking really good in the aggro matchup. It's worth noting that this is Scar for a Scar, so this effectively added 1 point to our turn cycle. So we hit him with the Sigil. We're going to break the combat chain here. Activate Volzar for free. It's going to be Etchings of Arcana for, like, what, 10? Put them down to 9, get a Sigil of Brilliance, play the Sigil of Brilliance, and then we're going to Arsenal the channel and pass. There's some argument there to get the Sigil of Lightning to make sure that we have... Go again for next turn. I think we're going to start by cycling the Comet Storm and Shock. Because I'm hoping to draw an attack. Maybe I'm supposed to get rid of the Discharge, because this at least blocks 3. Also don't think Mounting Anger is very good in Syndra. So I would have gone Bindings, Greaves, Pitch, E-Strike, Brilliance, Blast, Somersault, Brilliance, Blast, Second Strike, Lightning Surge, Etchings. Etchings for 12. For a total of 28. Do you know how much I did, Dave? Like, genuinely just curious if, like, we know how much I did. As opposed to, like, the 28 you're talking about. With an Arsenal and 2 Brilliance. Okay, having 2 Brilliance for the following turn is very important, I feel like. This hand's really powerful. Like, we're going to get to draw a card, but, like, right now, just off the top of my head, this is Tunic, Greaves, or we're going to go E-Strike, putting the Etchings on the bottom. We're going to go E-Strike, putting the Etchings on the bottom. Actually, no, we should probably play the Etchings to be able to try and kill them, right? They're at 9, which means we need to be able to amp 6. We have 2 Lightning cards currently. My turn was 23 versus Dave's 28. Okay. Now that's good to know. I appreciate you guys letting me know stuff like that. Okay, so I actually think we're supposed to block this out because we can deny them Mask. So I can block Etchings and Tunic. And then I have the ability to play... Then I have the ability to go E-Strike, putting the Discharge on the bottom, go again, play the channel to potentially draw a card, and we get an extra card off Sigil, and then we can activate Volzar. I hate blocking here, but if they draw another 0 for 4, we're basically 3 life lower and then forced into blocking. Also, hey Annabelle, what's up? How do you feel about Mounting Anger and Syndra? Think it could be bussin'? I mean, listen, it could be bussin'. I haven't tried it, if I'm being honest, but I don't like it. Like, my gut tells me it's bad, is the first thing that my gut tells me. And it's because... Alright, so we draw a card, which kind of lets us see what we can do here. We could also just go Discharge into go again. So we can just cycle the blink, right? That's not bad, but I don't think it's where we want to be. So it is discharge. Go again. We love blood splatter for fun. Our opponents made a couple of plays here already that I think were kind of suboptimal, Annabelle. If I'm being honest, is one of the only reasons we're even in the game right now. Okay. Loyalty Beyond the Grave, I mean, it's pretty good, but this Mind Warp for 4 means that they're going to have 1 card in hand. Ugh. We put them to 5, draw a card off the channel, and then they have 1 card. I mean, that's just Lethalese next turn, so... Lethalese! We actually have a cooler line. Yeah, we have a cooler line. We're going to crack the Greaves for no reason. Because I want to do all of the things right here. Greaves happens. We play Sigil of Lightning, return Gone in a Flash to gain an action point. That happens. And then we're going to play both sides of Comet Storm Shock. Because again, Lethalese. Lethalese. I mean, we don't need to do this, but just in case they're on some sauce. Just in case they're on some sauce. Yeah, so we went for 23 that turn, and Dave's turn would have went for 28. Which is not bad. I think I would have done E-Strike plus Power, Blink, Volzar Spell. Okay, I mean, just to try to get extra damage, I guess. What did we draw into that turn? So I drew the Blink off the top, and then I cycled into the Calming Breeze. So you would have went E-Strike for 7, Blink, activate, so it would have been 10 total damage. And my turn was 8, go again, after playing 2... No, yours would have been 11, and mine was 12, right? Because of the 1 extra damage from the discharge was 12, so I think it was technically 1 more point, but either way, worked out pretty well. Yo, we're rolling. We're rolling hot. Oscilio's looking good tonight, baby! Now, we might be getting some people who are new to the game, but we're still getting dubs, and that's what matters. That's what matters. YOLO Mask, then just Greaves, E-Strike, draw card. They would have drawn into a 0 for 3, and we would have been at 3. I don't think we were supposed to YOLO it there. Dude, Arxis, I really wish it was a lightning card. It would be awesome if it was a lightning card. You know what? Actually, I need to use the bathroom. We're going to take a small break. Now that I'm thinking about it, there have been... That's what, 2 games in a row now that we have not used Mark of Lightning, and the Ether Tide Bindings Third Age thing has been really good. So I'm keeping track of how many times each one would have been good. But anyway, I'm going to take a short break. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. So we're going to run to the bathroom. Give me 2 minutes, and when we come back, more Oscilio. Thanks for hanging out tonight, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb. It was not water. That was not water.
Oh, here, have some water.
I was lied to. The lies. Yo, only 4 cups? Listen at this man. That is 4 full cups, Cusco. This fucking guy, bro. This fucking guy. What? Rookie numbers? Bro, Cusco's out here. Look, this motherfucker's just sitting over there with a pot of sauce going, oh yeah, I'm stirring that shit up, baby. I'm stirring it up. Oh my God, we're going crazy tonight. This is as close as I'm ever going to get to going Super Saiyan right now. So I just need you all to know how, back to back, Command and Conquer pummel turns in back-to-back games! Ah! And you know what? Just like Leonardo DiCaprio. I'm never fucking leaving! That's right! This is the kind of content we're looking for right here. The fab tutorials that blow your mind. Blow your mind. The recipe is literally just vodka and Sprite and some Mio. You know, it's the water flavoring things. You know, like the little like squirt. You like squirt the little water in. You squirt the little juice in the water, and then it's like, oh, num 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 num. This is so good. That's what it is. That's the secret sauce. Okay, short break, and we're back. Bro, you come back and admit you didn't wash your hands. You really have learned nothing. What are you talking about? First off, I did wash my hands. I don't know what you're on about, brother. Like, I definitely washed my hands while I was gone. Okay. And I didn't wash my hands yesterday, and I was honest with you guys when I didn't because I was in a hurry. But I did wash my hands, so joke's on you guys today. Could I have a game later? Yeah, dude. Annabelle, let's play one for sure. I'm just kind of testing out Oscilio and seeing what it feels like. So if you want to play a game, we can play one now. We can play one later. Like whatever works for you in your schedule. Whatever works for you in your schedule. Just let me know. Because I'm live for about 2 more hours. Next game? Like, when you say next game, you mean like now? Or like, you want me to play one and then after that? Next game. All right, getting juice. All right, so let's play one, and then we'll play against Annabelle after this. Now, listen, guys. I'm not saying anything, but we're 3-0 with Oscilio. Maybe we're supposed to play Oscilio at Nationals, guys. Like, maybe we're supposed to play Oscilio at Nationals. Just saying. Could be the tech. Could be the juice. I did say get juice to Nathaniel about 25 times last night, I think, during our stream. By the way, if you guys missed it last night, first in-person stream in a hot minute last night, so make sure you go and check that out. It was a lot of fun. We played Florian versus Syndra. It was pretty fun. I truly don't know what we're supposed to do in this matchup. You know what? I can pull up Yudo's deck, and we'll see what he plays. I still have his Oscilio list saved, so we'll see what he plays in Verdance. Is there a Verdance matchup? There is not, but he does have an Earth CYB plan. He does not have a Verdance plan. Honestly, kind of surprised. Low-key kind of surprised. All right, well, we're gonna figure it out, and we're gonna say F it, we ball, son. I will forgive you for your titanium bauble lie. Bro, I swear, you gotta let that go. So do we want, like, consistency here? So, like, Command and Conquer is probably pretty good. This is probably just Fry and Second Strike. Are we supposed to be on Scour? I don't think so, right? And, like, we're running AB1, so we'll just hope that they don't try to kill us. Plan B is Plan A. All right. Yeah, we'll just try Fries and Second Strikes as, like, a consistency play here and see what happens. I don't know. Like, we will see what happens. I really don't want to let them fuel their graveyard plan, so I think we're just going to play both of our sigils and pass. Actually, we're going to pitch this to Amp. And then we're just going to play both of our sigils and arsenal the CNC here. Yo, you're on yellow fruits? Bro, what? Okay. So, like, I'm just about to get juiced. Like, absolutely juiced. So this is Fry. Now this is block and CNC and then somersault stuff back. So we're going to block 5. Do we want to block our headpiece and discard Fry? I don't think so, right? Because we want the consistency of our hand. We could bounce the Sigil of Brilliance, which is pretty good, to be honest. Like, Maybe we're supposed to block like this and discard the Fry. I mean, we have a pretty good hand. We want to save this for like a bigger turn though, right? Like, I think we want to block like this. We're going to get both of these cards back to our hand. When the chain link closes, stay at 36. Yo, Stolzer, what up, dude? Wizard Mirrors, you think this is peak fab, huh? I mean, I'm in. I'm down for that. This being peak Flesh and Blood is like kind of cool, I think. Draw an arcane spell. I mean, we're living in a world where we can go double Command and Conquer. Like, we're probably better off to just go, like, Command and Conquer. They just said, good game. I don't know what they're saying. Like, Command and Conquer with Go Again is really powerful. Yeah, I really like arsenaling the Fry. I mean, I guess if they're not going to block, right? Like, now we're not supposed to throw this? Do we just pitch the second strike and throw this so that, like, we have the Fry in arsenal? Or now are we supposed to go Fry second strike into arsenal the Command and Conquer? You guys think we're really supposed to throw the Command and Conquer again here? I mean, all right, we'll try it. I don't think this is correct, but it is what it is, I guess. I mean, I don't know. Like, they could be full of D-reacts, but how do you feel about the mid-range Florian versus this matchup? I mean, could be fine, right? Like, I don't know. I've not played it a ton. I think we're just supposed to cycle the blink here. Okay, all three Fries is kind of weird. I think we're just going to take the one. So I think it's just going to be Fry. I think we're going to Oscilio away the Somersault. Let's just see what we find here after using Oscilio. That's really powerful. They have AB3. This is a really good card. Yeah, ripping into this is insane. We definitely want Fries with that, Trent. I think the Florian versus Verdance is a race to who gets online faster. I mean, I assume when you say online, you're referencing like our combo. We're just going to play out the whole thing, right? Like, we're going to use Tunic to pop the... We're going to use Tunic to pop this. So currently, if we use Tunic to do this, this is coming in for... Actually, we should just Arsenal this, right? Because they have to give up a card here if they want to stop this. Ugh. God, I hate that it does this to me. This is an actual bag of Fries, yeah. So we only dealt 2 to them, but we took every card out of their hand, and we have a consistency play set up, so... I mean, right now, we're in a pretty good position. We're just kind of like getting aggressive here and pushing where we can. We're going to play the channel. Rebound Carapace is fine. This is going to give them 5 cards. I want to force another card into their hand because I want them to think that they have an option. Yeah, giving me another card here is so good for us. Okay, so we're gonna amp, and then we're going to play the Comet Storm. So now Comet Storm's gonna come in for 8, which means we're guaranteed to draw a card, have something to arsenal, and we're gonna push at minimum 5 damage. Oh, we pushed 8 damage there. I don't understand why Oscilio is not available to us. We could technically cycle this. Like, I don't want to, but we could. They go to 26. Ring of... Okay, I mean, sure. I guess. So, we're going to put the Gone in a Flash. We're going to go E-Strike. Put Gone in a Flash on the bottom. To play Go Again. Like, if we had Tunic up, maybe we consider this whole thing, but I think bottoming to Gone in a Flash is fine. Whoever can quote the most Vines TikToks, yo, bro, dude, nobody wants to play that game with me. Nobody wants to play who can quote the most Vines with me. Actually, I take that back. As much as I love Vine, there's probably more degenerates out there that love Vine more than I do. Yo, you can blast Ring? That would actually be pretty cool, right? That would actually be gas. I'm sorry, opponent. I would like to undo. Because I have a better line, actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to go E-Strike, put the etchings on the bottom, name Go again, and then we're going to pitch our 2 lightning cards. We're going to overpitch to Comet Storm, and we're going to come in for Value Town. Dodge, what up, brother? How are you, fam? Martin said this is an actual bag of fries, right? Then blocking with chest is fine here. And then we're going to play the Comet Storm, over pitching for the channel, which is going to give us an arsenal no matter what here, unless they have like a respite or something. So 5 more Arcane. We could amp with Volzar, but there's no reason to. So they pitch 2 cards, take 3, and then we're going to be able to arsenal a discharge. Feels pretty good to me. So, all right, they go back to 26. Are we cycling this away or just putting it into play? So I'm kind of thinking that our hand looks like second strike, or it's going to be discharge, second strike. Blink to gain an action point, play this, and then we can get our Sigil of Brilliance back. It's actually insane, right? Like, this hand's actually, like, gas. Gas. It's weird how your low instant count makes Gone in a Flash very mid. Yeah, I mean, I guess to be fair, like, it is a little awkward sometimes. Uh-oh. There's no supported channels. God, dude, the internet's killing me tonight. Please tell me you guys can still hear me. I mean, it looks like everything is still up. Just not the chat's not connected. So if it looks like I'm ignoring you guys, I promise that's not the case. We're going to play this to gain an action point. We're going to play Sigil of Conductivity. We're going to activate Volzar, and then it's going to be etchings after we break the combat chain for 7. If they pitch a blue, they're still going to take 4. And then we're going to be able to get back our Brilliance, which is a great potential arsenal. Actually, we can play this out, and then we have the Lightning Surge in arsenal. Even better. This is great. Okay, yeah. Guys, I apologize if I ask you all multiple times tonight, like, if I'm live or what's happening. Like, I'm very, very sorry. So they're going to gain a life and amp 1. Are we supposed to... I'm trying to figure out how to get this back into our hand here. So the Comet Storm and Shock is probably where we want to be at, right? So we get to go Sigil of Brilliance, bounce. We can go discharge, 7. I think we're just supposed to draw a card. Go to our turn. That's the point in only sending Comet Storm instead of both sides. Yeah. No, you're completely fine. So Comet Storm and Shock cost 2 resources, Fish. So if you have to pay for both, like you have to pay for both, which makes it a little weird sometimes. Is there any chance we're supposed to pop Bindings and Greaves here? I think we're supposed to save Greaves, right? Blast, Tunic Boots, Discharge, hold, then use Sigil, target Sigil. I mean, no, I get it. Like, I think we're just going to play this hand the way that it is, right? We can pitch the Sigil of Brilliance. So, yeah, I actually like this play. So it's going to be Lightning Surge for 4 go again. Like, we have a very solid turn put together here. And I'm trying to hold on to my Greaves for a Gone in a Flash turn, which yellow fruits is wild to me. That is just crazy to me. So it's going to be Discharge into Reveal Sigil of Brilliance for 7. Probably get a D-React here if I had to guess. It would be a total of 4 to play both sides. You are correct, Fish. Is there any world we're just pitching all of it to play both sides? I don't think so, right? Because we can play Comet Storm, pitching this, and then Amp, and then this is 7 Arcane. Have to admit, I was expecting them to do something there. Okay. I'm assuming this is Plume for something like Felling here. Like they have a blue and they're going to go get Felling to turn on their hero ability. They actually don't have a Felling. Did they decompose it already? They did. That was pretty early. They blocked. What did they get back? Oh, they're going to try and kill me? Yo, Pausarino, big dog. I mean, yeah, we'll just lose the conductivity here. So they're going to go to 11 and then deal some damage to us. So we go to 29. I mean, to be fair, like their turn was like super mid, right? I think we're going to lead on E-Strike Go again here, right? Like we're going to put the blink on the bottom and lead on... Actually, we're going to lead on draw card because it's just... That's what I meant in my head. It's not ideal. So that turn, if we did Binding, Surge, Brilliance, Blast, Pitch, Electro, Entwine into Shock, Brilliance is 4/4/8 Arsenal draw card. Oh, so we would have been able to Arsenal the card we draw, you mean, is what you're saying, Dave? I'm just going to... I bought him the only lightning card because there's a lot of lightning cards, and I knew that like the floor of our turn was going to be to just throw Command and Conquer for 6 here, which made me feel like it was an okay play line. It obviously was a little awkward there with the way that whole thing shook out, but I think that that was the best play line we had. Now we do have an Entwine set up for next turn, which is pretty cool. Sounds awkward. Are we supposed to just like Oscilio here? We can Oscilio this away, but it's also like one of our only things that works here. I mean, maybe we're just supposed to... I mean, that's true. We are very far up. We could go... I mean, we do have a pretty good turn. So I get to lead on Lightning Surge, Tunic, Lightning Greaves, Current Funnel with Go Again, Blast with Go Again, Mind Warp for a bajillion. Yeah, I think this is fine. I hate to use Greaves as like a fixer here, but I guess Greaves is like a snaps to be able to turn on the rest of our turn is how we have to see it here. I'm glad that you guys are here to help walk through these things for me. Like, honestly, and I don't mean that in like a negative way. I mean that very positively because Oscilio is one of those decks that like I am still like learning in a lot of ways. So the fact that you guys are here to like help me through a lot of this is very good for me. And I'm very appreciative of your all of your all's help here. Seeds of Tomorrow is interesting. Seeds of Tomorrow is interesting. So they're going to have 2 prevention floating, which means this is for 6. If they pitch 3, they still take 1. Like, we're just supposed to do this, right? Like, even them just taking 1 is probably worth. This is a very complex deck, I agree. We push through 2. If I play Sigil of Lightning now, actually, I'm supposed to... I know exactly what I'm supposed to do here looking at this. We're supposed to go Discharge, Lightning Surge for 7, play the Sigil of Lightning, and set up a bounce here. I agree, that was worth. We took every card out of their hand. So, like, using the Greaves there was very worth. We're going to play this, and then we're just going to Arsenal Blast and pass. So I would ideally like to use Greaves for a turn where we can, like, you know, throw like 30 at them with a combo. But I think that's me being a little too greedy, if I'm being honest. This hand looks very good. This kind of deck because of cute play lines. Sometimes it's hard to tell cute versus good. Now that, I actually really agree with that. I think we're just going to put the E-Strike on the bottom, right? And just take 8 down to 21. It's not a parachute, it's the engine. So it's kind of funny because I think like the fact that like I played so much Guardian has like told me that I need to be... Okay, so it is Blast to Oblivion, play Sigil to bounce this, Gone in a Flash to play that to bounce it back, 4 go again into 4. This hand's really good. I think my brain, like the way that like my brain processes things is I'm always like, oh, okay, like I need to use this as a bailout to like try and get me out of a bad spot. And it's like, that's not actually how to like play the deck at all. And that's like one of those things that like my brain has to like work around a little bit here. Play Sigil of Conductivity to bounce this back into our hand. And then it's Entwine Lightning Fuse. So the question is like, is there any world that this kills them or should we just keep this? I mean, I think without Greaves, we're just supposed to play this, right? There's a chance they have like a no block in their hand. Okay, so they had a block 3 basically. So they go down to 1. And now we're just 1 arcane spell away from killing them basically. I mean, we get 2 chances at drawing cards here this turn. Man, I don't know. Like, I don't think we need it to win the game here, right? Like, it feels incorrect without having the spell in our hand. We can't deal any damage to them. So we might as well just play offense here. Gone in a Flash value definitely goes less. That's true. It is also less. Like CLV value is non-existent at this point. Man. So they block 3. We're going to play Channel to draw a card and put them to 1. Actually, we're not going to draw a card. Dang. But it shouldn't matter, right? This is just value. Actually, there's blinks. Yeah, I should have played that first. Yeah, CLV would have been great if I'd played it first. But yeah, that was just me being bad. I mean, that game felt pretty, like, handy there. It felt like we were in a really good spot right there. Man, like, dude, is there any shot that, like, I'm able to learn Oscilio between now and then? Between now and Nationals in 2 weeks? Annabelle, you ready to play one? Mark of Lightning would have been better that game. So we're currently sitting at 2-2 between our 4 games. We are indeed Oscilio Gaming. And I have to say, like, the deck is a blast. You get it? A blast? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please don't unfollow. So let's go open CC. We're gonna go private since we're playing against Annabelle. What a shocking pun. Yes, that's the value. That's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of shit I'm looking for right there. Felipe gets it, dude. Let's go. Hang on, Annabelle. Give me 1 second. Annabelle. There you are. You changed your pictures. And so, like, I'm, like, struggling to find, like, your picture more on Discord. I feel like I'm the only person I know that doesn't change their picture on Discord pretty regularly. But, I don't know. Cricket noises, yo. I'm most likely playing Oscilio for Nationals. Yo, Jacob, that's awesome. Do you care if I ask, like, what's leading you in that direction if you're playing Oscilio for Nationals? Because, like, it kind of scares me. Stop or lean in more, it's your choice. I mean, honestly, like, it's pretty accurate. I just don't know, like, what's better. You flashed your brilliance with that fun? Dude, these are the jokes. Oh my gosh, Annabelle's ridiculous. All right, so we are going first. This is a Command & Conquer matchup for sure. Sync Belows are probably looking pretty good here, and then Fries for consistency, because I think there's a lot of 3 blocks in their deck. But maybe I want to be on, like, second strikes here. Oh, you mean with the puns? Oh, I'm here for it, dude. It's the only deck you've played. Oh, so you're, like, really leaning into it then, Jacob. All right, dude, I'm here for that. Is this an Eclectic Magnetism matchup? I don't think so, right? I don't think so. So we're going to go for 7, putting the Entwine on the bottom. Arsenal to sink and pass. Not really, like, we can't filter. No great hands here, so... We could put the Mind Warp on the bottom for go again. But I like keeping the Mind Warp in hand because there's AB1 over there. There's AB1, and then this prevents one. So I think I like that better. And we're just going to get some cards out of Annabelle's hand, push 1 point of damage, and then we'll Arsenal the Sink Below. Drawing another Mind Warp is a big sag, but we can just sink it one away. These puns are warping my mind. Dude, you guys are bringing the energy tonight. This is what I'm talking about. These puns are blasting me to oblivion. Yes, please. I wanted to go make some food, but I can't miss a Marlin game. Are you thinking about playing Marlin after she comes out, Fish? Yeah, Jacob, I really enjoy Oscilio. I'm skeptical of, like, how I would do at Nationals, if I'm being honest, but he has been a lot of fun. It has been a lot of fun. I mean, we could also block 8. Probably not supposed to, right? So we would have to be able to pump this up 4 times, which is not looking very likely with the layout of our hand. So maybe we're better off to just block this and then put the current funnel on the bottom. I mean, this forces Annabelle to make the decision of giving up the quiver or losing a card. So this is actually pretty relevant choice here, actually. This is pretty relevant here. Because the Mind Warp, like, only having AB1 makes this weird. Makes this very, very weird for Annabelle, actually. So I'm curious to see how this plays out. I think Oscilio is a good option for Nationals. Hang on, sorry, I wanted to get that on the stack first. Mostly because people will have good matchup experience. Will have opens your opponent into making mistakes. Oh, you're saying that because they won't have a lot of good matchup, like they won't have a lot of prep into it, that it makes it better? I actually am inclined to agree with you. You are a deck that kind of surprises the meta, so to speak. Another pun, I'll be gone in a... Ah, yes! Dude, I love this so much. I love this. You guys are awesome. These puns. Even Liam's jumping in, dude. I love it. Also, Liam, what's up, dude? Probably going to get the quiver. I mean, to be fair, like... Oh, no, we're just going to trench away? So... Okay, yeah. So we are going to just take 2, which is fine. We're going to have to Oscilio a blink here, I think. We need a spell of some variety. I don't really care what it is at this point. How do we handle Gravy and Crew? We probably cry. Honestly, I don't know, Martin. And she'll LL soon, so I'm kind of deciding where to go from there. Okay, fair enough. So we have 3 Marlin triggers active on the stack. I feel like Oscilio will be a surging hero in this meta. I actually very much agree. What does it say? So they're probably going to activate the bow. And then we're not going to have any attacks. We're going to... Man, this is really awkward because, like, if we don't want to get got by this... Yeah. Your next pirate attack this turn. And then pitch another card to come in for, what, 13 overpower? I think we're just going to take this. And then we're going to Oscilio and hope it works out. Because if they take an attack action from us, we're in a bad spot, right? So they get to pick what... So Annabelle gets to pick what we're going to discard. So maybe I'm just supposed to let this, like, do this beforehand anyway. I guess. Yeah, I should have read this card better. Okay, so I don't discard it now that this has happened. We're going to get rid of the blink. Draw a current funnel. I mean, I think we're just looking for a better spell than Somersault here, right? Like, Somersault's just not it with this hand. Lightning Surge is not bad. Could definitely be better, though, right? Man, we are in a rough spot right now. That big turn was tough. I mean, I think that Puffin will probably be not that expensive, right? I don't know. Like, I could be wrong. My mind is, like, very warped by, like, the prices and things like that. And, like, the current metagame. Because I own a lot of the cards already, so I'm already, like, in a pretty warped, like, position of, like, how much things cost. Is that Blade Break? No, it's Battle Worn. So we play this, put Annabelle down to 32, and then we're going to Arsenal Sync. Now, we also have the option to utilize Flash of Brilliance with this hand. I mean, with Blast to Oblivion, maybe we're supposed to pick up the Sigil of Conductivity here. We could also utilize Lightning Greaves. If you haven't created or stolen a gold token this turn, destroy this and lose 2 life unless you discard a card. So Annabelle's basically saying she's going to create a gold. Yeah, Mechanologist is one of those classes that's pretty cheap, I think. I don't think there's going to be a ton of, like... So I think we're just supposed to take 4. And okay, so we're supposed to block here, bounce one of the brilliant Oblivions, I think. We're supposed to discard an Oblivion, pick up Sigil of Brilliance, and then we're going to play Sink Below. Are we supposed to put the blast on the bottom? So we can go blast. We'd have to pop Greaves if we want to do anything like this. These puns are as valuable as sunken treasure. Dude, this is what I'm talking about. We need to do this more often. We just need puns on whatever deck I'm playing. Is there any chance we're we're bouncing the discharge here? Probably sinking the discharge, right? I mean, we're just not finding the cards we need. Like, I think we're supposed to Oscilio away this sigil. The deck is built in a pretty, like, what I would call Aurora-esque fashion. Like, we've seen 2 arcane spells. And we've seen over a third of our deck. They've not activated a cannon this turn, so if Annabelle does throw this at us, we can just show the Sigil of Brilliance that she knows about, and we're fine. Okay. Or now we're gonna give up the... No, I mean, we're not really in like a world where we want to block this, right? The new Ranger block is really good. We could have went double blast this turn. I think could have had a double blast turn plus Brilliance. I mean, Annabelle's drawing a lot of cards. I think now we're forced to bottom the Blast to Oblivion, right? Ugh. So, am I just supposed to go E-Strike for 7, play the Sigil, Arsenal, Lightning Surge? It does not feel like the best hand. I also have the option to go Flittering Charge. Yeah, I think we have to go E-Strike for 7 into the Sigil of Brilliance. The most expensive card in this set? I mean, the most expensive card in this set will probably be, like, the arm piece, right? Like, the arm piece or the leg. Like, probably the arm piece, because this gets played... I know that these are, like, this is a Ranger specifically, but this is Pirate. So, probably the arm piece. If not, it'll be some weird card we haven't seen yet. If not, it'll definitely be some weird card we haven't seen yet. 4 card 7. If you don't like that, you don't like Wizard. I think I'm playing the wrong deck for me, though. Lightning Surge is very odd. I was originally on Second Strike in its place, but I'm not sure what's better, if I'm being honest. This is a very Aurora-esque hand. So... Annabelle gets to pick. I mean, I guess we can cycle away the discharge, right? Like, we don't really need it. Probably should have done that before blocks, but... she takes the Entwine Lightning, probably. We're gonna get a card to draw, and I think we're just gonna play the other Sigil of Brilliance on our turn. I cut Surge for my Oscilio. I just always wanted to Arsenal Gondola Flash or Blast instead. I mean, that makes sense. Just a concession that smooths stuff out. So, I mean, I'm on 3 Fry, right? Like, I'm already on 3 Fry, and I don't know, like, what other sideboard tech I would play. Is kind of like my concern. Is some generic Majestic 2 for 6 with a crazy on-hit effect? I mean, that also makes a lot of sense. I'm debating if we're supposed to just pop this turn and try to hit for a lot of arcane damage. Like, I don't think so, considering we have one more next turn. And Twine Lightning is oddly not that great. We're gonna cycle this and see if we find something better. Blink is okay. I mean, is there any world I'm supposed to Arsenal the Blink? Probably, right? Because I get to go 4, 4, 4, play this. Man, like, just like, it's been 5 turns. We're almost halfway through our deck, and we've only seen 2 arcane spells. Is kind of weird. I don't know where the spells are, man. We're trying to draw them, Felipe. The codex reprint, that makes sense. Surely they can't print crazy 2 for 6s every set, right? Right? All right, so we're going to play this. Unfortunately, we did not rip anything crazy cool, so we're just going to be forced to pass here. Now, the good news is that if, like, are we playing, like, cards that, are we playing arcane spells? Like, at this point, I'm just curious. Bro. So, Annabelle starts by drawing a card, which means Annabelle's hand must not be that great. I mean, without a card face up, there's no New Horizon nonsense. I would also like to see a Gone in a Flash. We've not seen a Gone in a Flash or a... we've not seen the Gone in a Flash, and we've only seen 2 arcane spells. Interesting. Looks like no. I mean, there's probably a very big... Like, if Yudo happens to watch this back, he's probably going to laugh because I told him I didn't want to play a 12th arcane spell. Dude, the justice from me not listening to Yudo right now is crazy. Actually crazy. Null Shocks would actually be insane with a hand like this. Okay, well, her arrow's probably already coming in for 11, and then if we do some, like, hammerhead, harpoon stuff, I'm in a bad spot. Null Shocks are spells that cheat action points. It's the best. I mean, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, that could be pretty good, right? The Conqueror of High Seas could be pretty good. Plus, it, like, destroys our arsenal. This is for exactly 12. If it's a non-attack action card. So the question is, I think we're supposed to, like, get rid of Somersault here, right? I think Annabelle's trying to undo here, but I can't really remember. I don't know, like, what's going on. Yeah, I was like, she's trying to restart her turn, which is fine. Like, that's no problem to me. I would rather play a good game and, like, try to figure out, like, what I should be doing here. This is Blade Break. I have yet to see her do this once. So it's pre-med, codex. Oh no, activate the hook. Oh, I guess that's all she wanted to do was activate the hook. That's fine. The frailty doesn't matter. The points don't matter. The points don't matter. Yeah, I guess we're going to get rid of the somersault here. And we draw a Gone in a Flash. So if I block E-Strike, because I have to block something, we can block E-Strike, and then if it's a non-attack action card, I'll show the Gone in a Flash here. Make a gold, show Gone in a Flash to not have to discard. We have a pretty decent hand. Just take your own advice from yesterday and start practicing Kano. Man, I really don't want to play Kano if I'm being honest. Like, I really don't want to play that. I've made Azalea for like 3 months and just realized yesterday that pre-med procs on any hit, not just the first one. Oh yeah, it's really good. Like the fact that like it gets throughout the whole turn is really powerful. 3 Ponder tokens is crazy work. Actually crazy work. I think we're going to have to crack this and hope we draw something good. I don't think we have a better choice right now. I mean, I was like, the arcane spells should just be in our favor at this point. So this is 4, 8, 12. Yeah, this turn's really good. 4, 8, 12, 15. And then this will be for a bunch. So I'm going to crack Tunic, and we're going to give up Greaves here. Now, Annabelle blocked. She's very smart. She knows exactly what's going on here. Gone in a Flash. The Blink gives us 2 action points to be able to throw the Gone in a Flash. Join the dark side and come play Kano. Are you going to play Kano at Nats, Derek? Actually, are you going? I feel like I asked you this the other day and you said no, but I can't remember if you said you were going to Vegas or not. It is eluding me right now. And yeah, Dave, I appreciate you telling me that, but yeah, I definitely think this was a really good Greaves turn here. I mean, if she doesn't block, she's dead, right? Because this is going to be for 9. Wait, Gone in a Flash too early? How did we lose 3 extra damage? Wait, what? I don't understand. Etchings for 9? No, this is for 11, right? This is still lethal. It doesn't matter. It's 10. Yeah, so she blocks 1 and dies. Wow. Cannot believe we won that game. You could have kept Gone in a Flash. Tell Annabelle to hang on just a second. You could have kept Gone in a Flash, then sent it twice more with the sigil you got back. Play 2 Gones into etchings. It'll let you send Gone an additional time. It's more damage if you etchings off of Blink. Oh, so you're saying that if I etchings, I can throw Gone in a Flash an additional time? Oh, so it's technically 3 more points because I get to throw the additional. I get 1 more value from the. I get more value from the etchings, but I make it up in the Gone in a Flash. I see what you guys are saying. Thank you for pointing that out to me. We are just going to pitch the etchings and arsenal the channel here. I do not have a way to keep the channel in place, so we're just going to arsenal it. This is a big Sag. We can sync one of the arcane spells here. Yeah, trading the amp for the Gone is really cool. That's a really cool interaction. It's a really cool interaction. Thank you guys for pointing that out to me. That's really fun. Oh, I didn't mark up the record, did I? I don't think I did. Are we 5-0 now? I'm pretty sure we are, right? And let's see. The third age thing was better that turn, so was better that game, so I'm glad we kept it. Wait, I went to the bathroom. Okay, so there was, I could have used the, I'm just gonna block etchings here. I could have used the, I could have used the etchings last turn to get back a lightning card, and it would have allowed me to throw Gone in a Flash one more time, which would have left me in a better spot. Which is kind of cool to think about. That I could have, like, utilized my arcane spell to get back a Sigil of Brilliance or Lightning or something, and then go Gone in a Flash, get it back, Gone in a Flash. It technically adds 3 more points to the turn. Yeah, man, I gotta lie. I'm not gonna lie. These are things that, like, I would never see in a million years. From, like, I would never see that in a billion years from, like, my point of view if you guys weren't telling me stuff like that. I mean, we can bottom the Command and Conquer. Actually, we're not supposed to bottom anything here, right? We're supposed to go Fry and, like, try to hit with the channel, and we can just block with the Sync here. I mean, now I guess we're going to make this play, right? There's no reason to sync anything here. I think this hand's pretty good. Oscilio is so cool. This game is wearing, you've already seen 1/3 of your spells. 100%. I am terrified of the fact that we have already seen so many of our arcane spells. It actually terrifies me. Actually terrifies me here, Dave. Playing him would fry my mind. Dude, so I'm not gonna lie, every time I play Oscilio, it does fry my mind. Like 100%. I don't think we're supposed to play the channel. I think we're just supposed to play the Sigil and set up with the channel for next turn. I think we have a really good hand in front of us here that we can set up and, like, have a potential 6-card hand with the channel here. Can be very, very powerful. I don't think we're supposed to... We're probably supposed to Sigil away the channel, right? Or are we just supposed to, like, play the channel? Wait, what does this say? Discard a card, then draw a card. If a yellow card is discarded this way, create a gold token. Oh, okay. So, like, doing a little bit of rummaging there, stealing our hero context, but it works with Marlin. Yeah, so this is 10 that we're not going to be able to block. We could block here, discard the channel, and then buy the Sigil of Brilliance back to try and find a better hand. It gives us an extra card, and we can cycle. I think that's correct, right? And, like, discarding the channel is just where we're at right now, I think. It's pretty good. Yeah, there's no world we're gonna, like, keep both of them around. I don't even know if we're gonna keep one of them around. We honestly might just, like, be trying to take the value of, like, drawing an extra card off of this. Takes our Fry. Do we have to play Greaves to fix this hand? Like, it feels so wrong to make that play. So I think we're supposed to throw Lightning Surge and then play the channel, activate Volzar, play both of the, or Arsenal one of these cards. Yeah, I think that's the unfortunate world we're living in right now. I agree. This hand is really bad. This hand is bad. We're going to play the channel. Huh. I don't hate arsenaling the blink, right? Because we can pitch this to Volzar. And then we can play both of our sigils and pass. And arsenal to blink. I know that we could cycle here, but I think blink is pretty good. No, the lightning instants do not give it go again, unfortunately. That would be insane. And then this hand's absolutely bananas. And we're just going to keep the flittering charge because it does really good things. I'm probably going to block with the ether bindings. Don't let them send disruption. I mean, we're going to give them a gold token. Or I'm sorry, we're going to lose our blink. This is still a really good hand. I think we're just going to have to lose our blink. I don't know why this says go again. They've not activated a bow. I usually only pop Flash of Brilliance if I can combo. So somebody was telling me that the other day. Oh, okay. Well, fuck us, I guess. So 2 blues, and she's able to hit us with 10 overpower with this nonsense. Yeah, I mean, I don't... We're kind of just hanging on to a dream here right now. Rules Reprise just came out. Oh, for the... Oh, we should have played the blink. Yeah, stop. They wouldn't have had a gold. That's a good call. Like the Rules Reprise for High Seas, you mean, Felix? Okay. I mean, yeah, this is fine. We're going to go to 14. We're going to show the flittering charge because there's no discard here. This is the harpoon that does not matter. If they hit us with that, we just show the somersault, right? Like, it doesn't really matter. Are we supposed to brilliant? Are we supposed to do this here? Probably, right? Because they have 3, and this is 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can make it 6 by doing it this way. Yo, we got Rules Reprise and a spoiler card with it? That's kind of cool. I don't think this is correct. My gut's telling me no, but I don't know. So how many things have left? I think we're just not going to let it happen. I think we're not going to let it happen and hope we don't get too punished. But I do agree that Marlin is looking very promising. Marlin looks really cool. The new card's kind of meh. Is this a May? Yeah. So Annabelle chooses not to make this decision, which is fine. We're going to get this back into our hand. It's going to be Fry for 3 go again. 4 go again. She's going to give us channel here. Flittering is insane because we drew into Sigil, which amps us again and gives us go again, which is bananas. And then we get to activate Volzar, and now we come in for 7. Which means even if you crack the, like if you use Trench and the Quiver, it doesn't matter. What a rip, dude. Yeah, it's life for a life, but you punch the opponent on hit. So you mean like instead of gaining a life, like you deal a damage to them when it hits them? 2 costs Scar for a Scar? Wait, it costs 2? It costs 2? That feels really bad. All right, so we get to put Annabelle down to 11. This hand's not great. Are we supposed to cycle the somersault here? I think the answer is yes. So we take 6 to 8. If it's an attack action card, we discard it. So I'm going to show the discharge. And we're just going to play the etchings this turn, which is fine. Deal a damage to any target. The fact that it costs 2 is kind of crazy. I don't know if this is the best use of our turn cycle, but I really like applying 8 points worth of pressure here and then being able to like play the etchings. Blocking New Horizons makes sense. We could have went for 10 to Arsenal the Comet Storm. That would have not been a bad play. I like that this forces a card out of their hand, out of Annabelle's hand here. I mean, I guess technically this is for 4, so it could just be the Quiver. I mean, the fact that Annabelle pitched, I think, is a pretty big win for us. We can sink below whatever they throw at us. Are we supposed... Well, no, actually, we can let this hit, right? Because their face-up card will just be whatever it is. And we can sink the Lightning Surge? No, I mean, that's 8 points off of 2 cards. What if we go to 3? Like, I don't really know what we're bottoming here is the problem. This 1 card 7 block just doesn't sit right with me. Oh, yeah, you're talking about the new Ranger block is pretty powerful. Yeah, I just don't think we have a better turn here. Like, if we go to 3, like, it's fine, but it's also not very good, right? This also is not as backbreaking. We could have blocked 4 and then went 4 go again Arsenal. Blue Sleep Dart is awesome for us because it means that like there's just not a lot of value out of her next turn unless, you know, Annabelle like plays like 2 or 3 pumps or something crazy. I mean, I guess technically it could be like the overpower thing, which would be fine. And kind of to like Dave's point, we're seeing a really big problem with drawing all of our arcane spells early. And so now like we're not able to play like any arcane to like close the game out from here. We're gonna sink the Blast to Oblivion. No, we're gonna sink the Flittering Charge, right? So we can't just block with the sink below. We have to block with a card from hand. The quiver kind of messes things up for us here. I think we're supposed to block Gone in a Flash and then sink below the Flittering Charge is the play here. I think that's the play. I mean, the Sleep Dart, like, we get to see what we want to do here, right? After this. So, block with the sink below. Bottom the Flittering Charge. Drawing Sigil of Lightning is, like, fine. So we're forced to block Mind Warp here. Wait. Is there a world where Shifty's right? Sorry, I don't mean that to sound that way. I'm just talking out loud here. So if I block 2, I take 1, go to 1, and then I get to play the Sigil. I get to crack the arms. I mean, it's still Mind Warp for 4, right? Yeah, the Pirate Ship getting +1 and go again is kind of weird. I mean, blocking Blast, like, I don't know. Like, is there any, like, if we could just block Tunic, it would be insane. Because if we could block Tunic and, like, keep our hand, we win the game on the spot. But if we crack the Ether Bindings, play Sigil of Lightning on our turn, we can amp here, and then this comes in for 4, which means she's forced to crack here and pitch a card, and then go to 1, and then Comet Storm and Shock is just lethal off the top, right? Yeah, I think we're forced to block like this. Yeah, so the sink cost us some value there, which is a big sag, but I mean, I think it is what it is, unfortunately. So we crack the bindings, which amps 1 when this leaves the field. And then it is play Sigil of Lightning, activate Volzar, and then this comes in for not lethal. We're 1 short here, I'm pretty sure. Sag. Better block spell, cycle the Sigil. I mean, we could try to cycle into the spell, but like this leaves us an instant speed out, right? We did not draw what we wanted. I mean, we have a chance to draw it here. I mean, we can find a 3 block. So we're gonna cycle the Sigil of Lightning here. And we're just dead, right? Because this is 9 and we're at 1, so we're just gonna block 6 and take 3 and die. Man, yeah, I really think our draws were just super clunky in the beginning because like we never really had a Greaves turn lineup that worked out well. Drawing 3 arcane spells, 2 arcane spells. I mean, yeah, let's play another one for sure. Like, I'm down to continue playing games. Like all those arcane spells early were really weird. And then also I think on top of that, my sink below play actually cost us the game. So I think there was still a world where I could win the game with the sink below play. So if I Arsenal Lightning Surge, I can go Lightning Surge, Somersault it, Current Funnel, Lightning Surge, pitch the card I draw to Mind Warp for 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. So yeah, we're fine just passing here. There's no reason to do anything. The other Current Funnel is also insane. Yo, Alexander, what's up, dude? Yeah, drawing the Current Funnel is like pretty good. Because it just gives us the ability to pitch it. I gotta read which one that one was. Just experience with the deck, the amount of times I've sunk and drawn a 0 block and been like, rip me. It's kind of weird to like think that that's like what's happening, right? That like that's like what I'm like, I'm getting punished by something like that. If it's a non-attack action. So we just say no blocks. Because like normally I'm used to sinking these cards away to try and find something better. And in this case, I'm just not, which is like kind of weird. So the Somersault is worth basically like 6 points here. Somersault's actually worth quite a bit of points here. I don't know if this is the post-Florian move or not. I've honestly just kind of been in love with like the Lightning Wizard deck. Like just playing Oscilio has been a lot of fun. But it's very possible that this deck is like actually like... I think this deck attacks Florian really well. So with like the new Florian deck, it's very possible that this is just a good play. It is very possible this is a very good pick for Nationals, actually. At this point, it's more about me learning the deck in time than it is anything else. Is there not a world... We're not supposed to throw the Lightning Surge, right? Because they have... Annabelle has AB1 and Quiver. So if I activate this by pitching this... I might play it over Syndra, to be honest. I don't know. We get punished by this if Annabelle is able to flip a blue arrow in her arsenal face up, and then she can use Quiver and Trench here. But instead, we're going to take a card away from her, put her down to 29, and still set up another 5-card hand. I mean, I don't think we're supposed to just block 8, right? Like, is there a world we just, like, block 8 and then play the Sigil and pass? This actually seems like kind of okay. Maybe we block Comet Storm, E-Strike. We can use our equipment effectively here. Try to buy us a little bit of room. Protect our Lightning Surge and Arsenal. I mean, there is technically Go again here, so Annabelle could do something crazy. I would have blocked 9 and sent 8. You blow up the arms and they don't have a gold. You're talking about on the previous turn? Oh, I guess on the previous turn, we could have blocked everything efficiently, gotten rid of the arms, and then been in a much better spot. That would have been good. Yeah, Annabelle realizes that there's value there now, and so she's like playing... She's like making sure that she blocks with it. I'm just going to leave the Lightning Surge there. I don't think there's a reason to play it here. Like, we're all about setting up and playing 5-card hands, I think. Oscilio is the trifecta, right? Normal damage, a bit of true damage, and a touch of disruption. I mean, yeah, like, feels really, really powerful. So it's lightning. It's actually Lightning Surge from hand. Entwine, fuse with the flittering, play this. There is no active Marlin trigger here unless she's able to use her legs to flip up a blue arrow, which could be pretty cool. Would be a pretty neat play, actually. I think Oscilio really has a shot at taking down like a Nationals. I don't think that's that crazy. Like that doesn't seem that wild to me. I don't know. I think Wizard's just in a really good position right now. Played take aim from Arsenal. Activated the arms. So this is the blue one, right? So they discard a card. I mean, we might as well just cycle it away, right? There's no reason to keep my only blue in hand. So we take 11, and we just get to, like, lead on E-Strike draw card. Feels pretty good to me. I mean, I guess it's fair. You struggle into Kano. Good Florian matchup if you know how to play it. I've been told it's good if you know what's going on. I think my problem is I don't know what's going on. I think that's my problem. Verdance is in a pretty good spot. I actually really agree with that take. Good matchup for Oscilio with Shock Charmers alone plus Rewind for tech. Rewind is interesting. I like the idea of playing Rewind. Did we block this? I mean, I think we just have to play our hand. Like, again, we've seen one arcane spell. I don't know, there's just 9. Like, it's just weird because the other day, like, when I was playing with Yudo, like, it just felt bad. Blue Sleep Darts finds that all the time. Having 12 just felt so awkward. I mean, we are going to draw a card. Maybe we're supposed to lean into the fact that, like, Arms finds us a piece, but I don't think so, right? So we're going to put this on the bottom and go draw a card. Etchings of Arcana. Man, we should have used it. Okay. You may turn a card in a graveyard face down. Okay, so it didn't really do anything. And then this is going to be Lightning Surge for Forgo again. Yo, Alexis, what's up? I wouldn't even think on investing in Kano right now if I could effortlessly convert Verdance. I mean, Storm Striders is expensive. I do agree with that. We're going to use this to amp, and we're going to hit with Etchings. Now, this is only for 4. So, like, 1 card or the quiver here shuts this down. Like, Annabelle basically has to take 4 for me to get this value. Costs about 1.5 kidneys, lol. I mean, so this is kind of one of those times when I go back to, like, I just have the cards. So it's not something that crosses my mind too regularly. But I get it. Like, it's tough. Yo. What is this? Annabelle's drawn 2 3-of-a-kinds in 4 turns. I mean, it's unfortunate. Glyph Overlay is not a bad card to consider. I actually do not hate the idea of playing Glyph Overlay. Question is, what do we cut, right? Yep, activate the hook. Makes sense. So This is 8 overpower. There is no go again. So we're going to start by activating Oscilio, and we're going to get rid of the lightning because this works better. Yo, what is this? We're going to Brilliance Channel, which is a very weird hand. We're going to block here. We're going to discard this to bounce this back to our hand to draw a card. And then with the hit trigger on the stack, we're going to play the sigil. So Annabelle makes a gold. We go down to 4, and we're going to have to make this hand work really well. So with the sigils on the stack, we're going to crack the bindings because I think this is where we're at. Yeah, I mean, this is a hand of all time right here. We're going to draw another card. This is going to be Lightning Surge for 4. I was like, Annabelle's going to do everything she can to block this. We're going to reveal Blast to Oblivion. I mean, we need to draw an arcane spell. Like, big time is what we need here. 5 go again draws us a card, right? Draw off channel. It's sigil, which is not ideal. Is sigil, is the channel or the embodiment better? Are we supposed to Oscilio is the question. Like, I think we're supposed to Oscilio here to look for something better, right? I think this is just the unfortunate world here where we have to arsenal the Entwined Lightning and set up. Feels bad. Loses the Sleep Dart. Cracks this. I mean, you can draw another card here and try to load something else. When this attacks, okay. I was like, interesting. We're going to cycle the discharge. We'll have to start over. I did Oscilio. I mean, which is fine. Like, I mean, the Entwined Lightning's fine, but we're looking for something better. Like, since we can cycle this, we need to. So now here is where we're going to cycle. Drawing channel is, like, fine. I mean, the fact that she hit a red is hilarious. Technically had go again, but I think we're in an okay spot. I don't know if it was worse. That was kind of like in my head, like what the debate was about and where we were at fish with like last turn and how that whole thing felt. Because I don't know if it was worse. All right, we're going to need an arcane spell off the top here. Oh, shit. Sorry. Jesus. Jesus! All right, when Annabelle says no blocks, we're going to play channel. Channel draws us into a somersault. So... okay, we have to think about this for a second. Somersault guarantees we take another card out of their hand. Right? Because I somersault this throw 3. Annabelle's forced to block. If she blocks 3, she stays at 3. The current funnel does not take a card. I think we're going to have to cycle here. That's pretty solid, right? Because this takes no cards, and then the 4 takes card and chest, and then this is going to be for 7. So we're in a situation where we're going to pray to God we can block with something. Also, Kevin, what's up, dude? I mean, block there in chest, and then our hand is... Okay, we draw an arcane spell and win next turn. Okay, cool. Man, those were some fun games. Like, losing to 1 was interesting. I don't... So, like, oh, I guess with 2 blues, it would have been overpower, but we had the sink below regardless, right? So it would have been fine. We got bailed out by the sink below, but I definitely get what you're saying. That it could have been really awkward for us. You know what? I'm going to play in the open CC. Like, maybe we get some, like, other decks to play against. That could be pretty fun. Oh, I don't know what's happening. I copied the game link. We'll play an open CC and see if we get like a new hero or something. It could be fun. Bed now, as much as I love Oscilio, I'll catch the rest tomorrow. Dave, thanks for hanging out, man. Hope you have a good night, brother. All right, we got another Marlin game. So against Marlin, we went CNC, sinks, and fries. Felt pretty good. I think that's fine. Especially since we're going second, Command & Conquer could have a lot of legs here. Yeah, Marlin looks like a lot of fun, Annabelle. Oh, hey, this is, Rhea. I mean, let's cycle this. We might as well. We might find something better. So it's going to be Fry for 3, go again. We're going to pitch the Gone to Amp, and we're going to play Etchings. I like arsenaling the Lightning Surge. There's definitely something to be said about arsenaling the Gone in a Flash for the purposes of consistency. But I really like arsenaling the Lightning Surge, or I'm sorry, arsenaling the Gone for sealing, but I like having the consistency here. I'm so sick of having my arsenal destroyed. Brother. Maybe we're supposed to, like... Let's Oscilio here. Let's get rid of the blink. And we're just going to play the sink here. I'm going to sink the Comet Storm and Shock, because I think there's a better hand for me. Yo, this is Levi? Oh, that's cool. Played against Levi a couple times. Probably doing some Nats testing if I had to guess. Is this another Destroy Your Arsenal BS, dude? I mean, alright, man. Like, we're not beating 2 of these, I don't think. That's like 2 of them out of the way in the first 2 turns, I guess, so that's kind of good. I mean, I agree that, like, Death Dealer is going to be insane. We're going to play Sigil, Arsenal the channel, and just pass. What are we doing here? We're going to set up a Blast and Arsenal. When this hits a hero, create a gold token, and they get to rummage. Or no, I guess it's like reverse. It's loot. They get to draw a card, then discard a card, so they get to loot. Where was his hand when I played? I mean, draw better, right, Forehead? Gravy match? Ooh, yeah, I'm down to try and find gravy after this. Yeah, we'll play one more after this and try to find gravy. This is gonna be for like what, 10? So I'm trying to play through my hand here. If we take 10, is there any world that we block with flash and we get to bounce the sigil back to our hand? I think the answer is yes to that. We're going to discard one of the Blast to Oblivions. We're not going to draw a card, but we are going to take 9, which I think is okay. So now we get to play Sigil of Lightning. We get to play Discharge. And then it's going to be Blast for 7. We're going to play the channel to bounce the Sigil of Lightning back to our hand. Make another embodiment. Put this into play. Jesus. Sigil of Lightning, Sigil of Brilliance, Mind Warp for 8. Actually, it is pitch the Sigil of Lightning, right? So that we can keep the channel around, I think. So we're going to pitch this to activate Volzar. Wait, no, hang on. That's wrong. Sorry, opponent. We're going to do this and then do this. Yep. This is definitely better to play. Yeah, we're going to pitch the Sigil of Lightning, and then we're going to break the combat chain. And it's going to be Mind Warp for 7. So even if you pitch a card and activate Quiver, you're still in a situation where you're down to 3 cards. We need one more turn of being able to do some pretty good stuff. I'm going to Oscilio pretty early on in the turn to get rid of Blink here, and we're going to try to go crazy with the bindings of the Third Age. Bindings did nothing last game because of an awkward hand, which means Mark of Lightning would have been better. And I think I had one game where Bindings was really good against Annabelle. It's just ridiculous to me that like we're just like, oh, we're just gonna like fuel our hero ability and draw cards. So Marlon's looking like pretty broken for Nationals. Which means if I'm playing Cinder, I've got to know a way to race her specifically. Got to be able to race. This is the blue one. So we're going to activate Oscilio and get rid of the Blink here. Mind Warp is insane. Happy to offer testing already. Thought of ways to make my build better. Yo, I appreciate it. I think we're gonna try. I think I'm gonna try and find a game for Gravy after this. I think Gravy's something I want to try after this. I'm gonna crack this. Comet Storm is really, really powerful. It's a really good draw. Mind Warp's probably better though, right? So it is Entwine Lightning, no fuse on the Somersault. Not tonight anyway. Oh, that's right. It's almost 3 a.m. for you. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I mean, so like it's definitely more than just damage, right? With Syndra, like to some extent, because Mask of Momentum like offers the value we want, I think. Like the disruption we want. So it's gonna be Fry. We're going to play another Fry. Or it's the same Fry, but we're going to play it again, I suppose, is the better answer. I didn't pick up Entwine because technically the Fry is 1 more point of arcane damage. It's 1 less physical damage, but it's 1 more point of arcane damage, and I would rather push arcane damage. Oh yeah, we're super juicing Volzar this turn. So I can throw Current Funnel, use Tunic to hit this, and then Mind Warp. Or I can throw... No, I think we want to throw the Mind Warp, right? Like, they've already given us cards. The fact that they've already given us cards is, like, kind of really good. So this is going to be for 7. Do we cycle this? I don't think so, right? Like, this is probably just enough arcane to end it next turn. What does this one do? I didn't even see what they got. So they get to pick an attack action card to take from us. So I would go all the way down to 2. Actually, we're going to block with Tunic here, I think. We're not getting more use out of Tunic here, so we might as well. Mind Warp should be an Oscilio spec. I mean, that makes sense, like, the way it's played, honestly. I mean, we could have thrown, like, the extra damage there, right? Like, it would have been 3 more damage, but it wasn't enough to kill them through the Quiver and the Trench, I think was my concern, Riku. So I'm going to play Sigil of Brilliance. Maybe I'm supposed to play that last turn to try and draw an extra card. I think we're going to play both sides, right? We're going to amp and play both sides, I think, is the plan. Because this is going to be 5 and then 2. Which means it's Quiver and a card. Right? For you to be able to stay alive. And then you go to 1, I'm pretty sure. Unless you, like, trench both of them. Unless you AB 1 both times. Oh, I love it, Annabelle. I love it. Went right over my brain. Went right over. Why is it 5 and 3? Oh, we're amping 2. Are they just dead? It's 8 and they can block 3? No, so they're going to 1. Yeah. So they're going to go to 1 here. So Enchanting Quiver prevents 1. They block 1. I don't know what just happened. So we're only going to take 1 card out of their hand. There is 2 copies of Comet Storm and Shock left in the deck, which does just end the game, right? Because of Volzar, which is kind of cool. Also, if they don't hit us with something crazy. Oh, Hydrate for Fish. Let's go, dude. Uh-oh. Did it just crash? I think it just crashed. INT plus string. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I genuinely don't even know what that means, sadly. Looking for gravy. Let's try it. Like, I'm not going to count that as a game, although I think we might have had them. We might have had them. The game to end all games. I mean, yeah, that was tough. Counted as a win. I mean, listen, the Oscilio gods have been on our side tonight, man. You can't add numbers to letters. It's trying to add a number and a word together. Yeah, I know nothing about coding if you can't tell. Nothing about coding. The arm piece was worth, what, 1 point that game? So we'll call that one a tie. Didn't even know that was something that could happen with code, to be honest. Sounds like it's not supposed to happen. We're going to try and find a game, but if we don't, oh, Anthony Edwards rolled his ankle. Bro. Injuries just murder you, dude. Injuries murder you. How do you feel about Katsu now that Bonds is back? I mean, I think Katsu is like fine, right? Like, I think Katsu's pretty good. Like, I don't think Katsu's bad. I don't think Katsu's like, you know, broken, busted or anything, but I think Katsu is a very strong aggro deck right now, 100%. Levi's hand was take aim, bolt and shot ×2, and CNC. I mean, depending on the colors, he was going to have to give me at least one card there, right? Because he's at 6. He prevents one off of the quiver. He prevents one from AB with the resource, takes one down to 5, and then we're coming in for 5. So he has to give me a card, which means his hand is take aim, blue, bolt and shot, command and conquer. So he goes, or I guess it's just a bolt and shot. So he could have went like, he would have thrown 7 at us, or he would have thrown 6, right? I mean, yeah, so like it wouldn't have been great either way. Like his hand would have been pretty mediocre, all things considered. Like we were looking at like what, maybe 7 points? Because take aim into bolt and shot, and then you can't play the CNC? I don't know. We might not be able to find a gravy game, sadly. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. How? How? Brother. How? Well, now we just doing this until we find it. Because we were at 4, I think, or 3. We were at 3, I think, which means even if we have to block with the tunic, we're in an okay spot. Actually, let's play against Puffin. This will be cool. This feels like it's not going to go well, but so this feels like a second strike, fry, and command and conquer. I don't know if second strike's correct here, but we're going to try it. Let's look for a better card than that. Okay, so it is Channel. We're going to put Channel into play, Sigil of Brilliance, and we're going to pitch the Common Storm and Shock to keep the Channel, Arsenal, Lightning Surge, and set up a really powerful hand. This hand feels great. Cog in the Machine. This card's insane. Crank. That Soldier Boy. And you draw a card? Insane. The second time you crank each turn, draw a card? Bro. Someone in chat played Gravy. Remember the last time we said, let's play versus Puffin? Oh, God. I feel like... Didn't they leave immediately? Isn't that what happened? Okay. So we just no block this? Or do we block with our headpiece, discard the lightning surge to get our brilliance back? Probably this, right? Like this feels pretty good. Oh, that's right. I remember that. I do remember them leaving a bunch. Uh-oh. That's really powerful. Is there any shot that we are cracking Greaves here? I don't think so, right? Like, I think we're just supposed to go... Yeah, I think this is fine. Although I should have saved my headpiece. Doesn't Sawbones prevent damage? It might prevent damage. But I mean, yeah, like even if they prevent some damage, right? Like we just have to not get, like them not having go again is pretty backbreaking for them, I feel like. I mean, hitting channel here is crazy. Oh my god, dude. I mean, we can literally go second strike. We can pitch Command and Conquer to Greaves. And we can go Gone in a Flash, Sigil, Gone in a Flash, Sigil, Gone in a Flash, Discharge, Gone in a Flash. If we had Tunic up, the game might be over. This is actually crazy. I mean, with 3 instants, we just have to go for it. Like, there's just no world we can't play it here. We're just going to have to pitch the CNC. And then we'll also have 2 Greaves and like we'll have 2 sigils in play, which means our next hand's just looking like dummy stupid. Kind of wish I would have blocked with it now instead of holding it, but Sigil of Brilliance. We're gonna refresh. Yes, I would like to bounce this back to my hand. Got to my hotel in Newark, ready to fly out to Taipei in the morning. Yo, Rose, that's awesome. I hope you have a blast in Taipei. That'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, testing's going well. I mean, we're 6-1. There was a game we were playing against Levi Roush that we didn't get to finish just a minute ago. So I don't know. Like, I don't know if we would have won that one. It was going to be really close. But we did lose one to Annabelle earlier. Annabelle gave us the business earlier. So we bounce this back to our hand. Then it's Gone in a Flash for 4. Discharge, Gone in a Flash for 7. Taipei has been a lot of fun. I kind of wish I wish I could have went. That would have been awesome. I would have loved to have been able to go to Taipei. I mean, the fact that we were just able to have like this turn 2 is crazy. Imagine if we had an arcane spell. Just going to use the Dissolution Sphere. Makes sense. He's just being nice. I mean, you are, Annabelle, you are my only loss on the evening, so... I don't think I'm just being nice. I think you can take the compliment. My hotel is tiny, but it was super cheap. Listen, dude. Anywhere you can save money, I'm about that life, dude. I am about that life. Anywhere you can save money. We don't get to keep the channel, and we don't really get to do anything crazy, but still, this feels okay. Yo, MHZ script is really cool. Is this the Go Again one? Yeah, I like this card a lot in draft. Card was insane off the top of the deck in Dio. That's true. Like, Rose makes a good point. As long as you're there, who cares? So use Puffin. So crank this and then use Puffin to destroy one or to tap one. No, it's destroy a gold and then you make another one to crank it. And so now you've effectively played a card that gives all of your Mechanologist cards Go Again. And then you just get to keep playing. Tap this and a cog you control. So that's why these things say you may untap a gun. Yo, what? So I have to block with an equipment here. All right, so I'm going to block with the ether bindings, which is fine. Like, we can probably block with one of the mind warps too, but I'd rather just have a 6-card hand. I'm above a Korean barbecue restaurant. Yo, Korean barbecue is lit, dude. I hope you have a great time, Ross. I'll be cranking my cogs. That's right. Doesn't let me have nice things like compliments. It's been spiraling all day since my interview. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that you've not been doing well, like, since your interview and stuff. Hope you get the job, by the way. But I mean, I think that's a pretty common thing amongst, like, our generation is to struggle with, like, receiving compliments. I know a lot of people like that. My wife is very high on that list. Carly does not receive compliments well at all. So it's Flittering Charge. It's Gone in a Flash, Blanket, Flittering Charge, Sigil, pitch the Gone in a Flash to Volzar. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. I mean, this hand lined up pretty well. I mean, I guess we could save the Gone in a Flash for next turn and pitch the Mind Warp. But there's only one AB, right? Yo, this card being able to block and do the thing is really cool. That's really cool. It's really cool that they're getting to do that. I imagine it would be tough to sleep over something that smells that good. I actually wouldn't imagine that that's the case. Give me my first time too. I'm staying in a hostel because those plane tickets were enough. Listen, I'm just glad you guys got to go and hang out. Like, it's a really cool experience and story that you guys get to have and share. So it's awesome that you guys get to do that. I think we can Arsenal the Mind Warp. Try to find a different attack. Should be fine. I think the arcane spells are harder to come by in my version of the deck. I mean, we do get to make use of Sigil, but, like, it's also just... Man, like, the arcane spells are so hard to find, and they only have AB1, right? And I think that's what scares me. I'm gonna pitch the Gone in a Flash because it's what my gut's telling me to do. I mean, I could just give myself an intellect penalty, right? Like, we could just let this resolve and I could just, like, give myself an intellect penalty. Which I feel like is, like, not the end of the world, right? Mind Warp for 6. Pretty powerful here. Yeah, I actually agree, Prince. Not pitching is fine. Because we have the Sigil, I'm okay with giving myself an intellect penalty. I'm going to Arsenal the Gone. So... Gone in a Flash, Current Funnel, E-Strike, draw card. Into Tunic, Volzar, Mind Warp, Arsenal, whatever we draw is pretty solid, I think. I mean, we did draw the E-Strike, right, to be able to, like, utilize with the token, but I do agree that, like, having the Gone utilizes the Current Funnel in our hand very effectively, so I think that's really good. You would have pitched the Gone, Jacob? Okay. Guys, by the way, thanks for being here and hanging out tonight. Appreciate y'all chilling. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, follow, subscribe, whatever buttons are in front of you. It goes a long way in helping me out. Also, we asked 3 questions to people that are new to the channel, and they are, what's your name, what got you into Flesh and Blood, and what are your favorite hot dog toppings? Tell me about yourselves in the chat. I would love to get to know you guys. The hot dog topping thing is kind of like our personality question that we ask everybody when they stop by for the first time. Yeah, there's definitely a few different lines here. Oh, they're actually playing Copper Cog? That's so cool. I love that people are playing this card. I want cold foils of this. Kinda new? Listen, whether it's kinda new or super new, it doesn't matter. We're just glad you're here and hanging out with us. We're just glad you're here and hanging out with us. I think we're also going to use the arm piece. Ether Binding is only going to be worth 1. But Felix, my friend, got me to play, and chips. chips on a hot dog. When you say chips, do you mean like potato chips or do you mean like fries? That's really cool though. That's really cool though. Well, Felix, man, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're hanging out with us, brother. You know, welcome to Flesh and Blood, and thanks for hanging out, man. Like, I don't really have anything like much cooler to say than that, but like I just like, you know, like I enjoy hanging out with everybody. I constantly talk about, like I talk about this probably more than I should. Well, more than people want to hear, I think, but my favorite part of the game is the community. So I love hanging out with you guys, and the fact that you guys are like here, you know, to like hang out and, you know, just chill and play games and stuff. Life has many doors, Ed boy, dude. I love. You have no idea how much I love Ed, and Eddie, dude. That is like a reference that I love. Oh, Jacob and Tom know each other. I'm here for it. You know what? I get the chips. The crunch is good. I mean, I'm here for it, man. You listen, you put whatever you want on a hot dog that makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. It's like as long, like, I have some pretty simple rules about life. As long as you're not hurting anybody or like making anybody like, you know, just feel bad like about like just living their life on a day-to-day basis, then you do you, man. Like, you do you. I have no judgment for people. Like, do whatever makes you happy. Firmly believe that in life. Jaw-breaking good? That's what I'm talking about, silly. Tell them. My name is Gio, and my boss, Ben, got me into the game, and I don't like hot dogs. Okay, well, listen. I have to admit, not liking hot dogs is not very cash money of you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a hard time. Well, dude, Gio, welcome to the channel, man. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad you're here, brother. I'm glad you are here and hanging out with us. And now, they probably aren't dead. This is going to be for 4. God, I hate this so much. I hate this so much. I hate you. 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 This is going to be for 4, and they have AB1, so they're going to go to 1, and then next turn the warp kills them. So drawing Arcane very well. Keep forgetting I'm dealing with filthy Americans, and your chips are crisps. Yes, what you would call crisps are our chips, Annabelle. Oh, is it 5? Oh, the ether bindings. Yo, we're so good at this game. Insane. Insane. What was our next hand going to be? Blink, Flittering Charge, Sigil, E-Strike. So it's E-Strike, put the blink on the bottom for go again. Flittering Charge, place Sigil into Volzar Mind Warpies for lethal. I mean, man, I'm not going to lie. 7-1 feels pretty good. I mean, 7-1 feels pretty good, guys. Like, it feels pretty good. Games have been good. We got some pretty good testing in tonight. Chips on hamburgers are good. I've never had chips on hamburgers, but I've heard that they're good. Pickles and mustard. And I played Magic and nobody plays 1v1 format. All right, well, Bruce, man, welcome to the channel, man. I also come from playing Magic, so I understand your frustration all too well, brother. I understand your frustration all too well. Call me Drip. I'm getting back on the TCGs, and Gravy Bones aesthetic caught my eye because I love Pirates of the Caribbean and Necromancer shiz. Favorite topping is gloopy cheese. I don't think I've ever heard anybody ever refer to it as gloopy cheese, but I like that. That's a cool answer. I could go for like, you know, like a queso-y kind of cheese on like a hot dog. That's a vibe, dude. That's a vibe. That's a big vibe. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for being here. I really appreciate y'all chilling and hanging out with me tonight. Oh, the bindings were 1 point, but it was 1 point of Arcane that really mattered. So we're going to give that to the bindings. So I was keeping up with, was Mark of the Lightning or Aethertide bindings better? Across our games tonight, there were 5 games where Aethertide bindings was better, 3 games where Mark of the Lightning would have been better, and 1 game where it was exactly the same thing. So there's that. So I think that the Aethertide binding is going to be better. But anyway, guys, I am working on stuff for Nats, so if you guys, you know, have suggestions you think you want to throw at me because you play a lot of Oscilio, shoot me a DM, message me in the Discord. Like, I'm not opposed to any suggestions or help for Nats testing. I don't have like a big team to test with. Like, it's me and a couple of my buddies that test together. So any help, any, you know, things you guys want to throw at me, I would greatly appreciate it. Thanks so much for hanging out tonight. I appreciate you guys for being here. There will not be a stream tonight or Thursday. Carly and I have got some family plans going on this weekend, and Carly and I are hanging out on Wednesday and Thursday. So video tomorrow. Video tomorrow. I did something a little different, so make sure you check it out tomorrow. It's gameplay, but it's a little different. Video tomorrow, no stream on Thursday, and then might stream some this weekend. So anyway, thanks for hanging out. Have a good night, and I will see you guys this weekend. Take it easy, guys. Kyle requested 5 subs of water. Fucking weeb.